Good morning, everyone. Um, I hope everyone can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. And happy day after the Turkey Day. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Nice to see you, Albi, Daisy May, Jocko Kansas Cop Watch, Juggaleassus. Good. Juggaleassus, you can hear me. Albi said, yeah, okay. You put a one in the chat. Uh, All right, Michael Reed. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. So the reason I wanted to come on here this morning, and without notice, I didn't set this up or anything. I just decided I wanted to answer to some things. Um, I did get a text message early in the morning last week. Let me get my phone out. Uh, this is from a guy that apparently doesn't have a name except for Lick. Um, So let me pull up that text message. I'm just going to read it to you. Um, the exact words. And the exact words were what he said. So, um, hey, Cliff, this is Lick. I noticed after watching Dummy Kruger's video that you actually seem to have quite a bit of involvement in the whole thing with Six Oaks Farms. Six Oaks Farms. Let's see, I've seen him in chats. I know that he's um, the head of the legal department with scars. Well, at least according to the Angry Vet, that's what I understand. Um, so, but I have quite a bit of involvement with the whole thing, apparently. That's news to me. Would you like to come up on panel and set everything straight? Um, why would I come up on a panel with somebody that can't even give me his own name? Um, doesn't make any sense, especially when he's accusing me of being involved in the whole thing with Six Oaks. What is that? Being involved in the whole thing. Uh, Somebody tell me what that means. It sounds like an accusation of something nefarious, where I don't even know if there's something nefarious. It would probably be good to clear your own name unless you're really part of it. Clear my own name from what exactly? And why would I go up on a panel with somebody that's making accusations of something that might not even be what legal, illegal. I have no idea what the hell he's even talking about. The reason I gave his friend my phone number and permission to his friend to have my phone number was so that he could call me and we could talk man to man. Apparently, he doesn't know me. I don't text a lot because I don't type a lot. Because people that know me know that I have severe essential tremors and it's hard for me to type. Um, and I think anybody that's been visiting my channel enough knows these things. Anybody that is affiliated with me and I have their contact information and they have mine and we talk on the phone, they all know my condition. Um, But apparently, this guy doesn't because he thinks that I invited him to contact me or reach out to me or text me. That simply wasn't the case. I said, call me, call me. Pretty simple, so that we can talk man to man. Um, I'll tell you if I'm recording the conversation, which I did not with Midwest Accountability because I like him. In fact, I have featured him on this channel. I think he's a good man. I don't think he wants to be involved in all of this, and nor should he have to be involved in all of this. But I'm going to kind of share with you guys, since I didn't grow up on his panel, I'm going to share what he did and what the accusations were. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Let's see. Oh, entire screen. There we go. And the name of this video is The Climax, whatever that means. uh, oh boy. All right, let's make this big here. Make it big here. And let's see what Lick is up to here.
Texted Mr. Williams. I said, "Hey, Cliff, this is Lick. I noticed after watching Dummy Kruger's video that you actually seem to have quite a bit of involvement in the whole thing with Six Oaks Farms. Would you like to come up on panel and set everything straight? It would probably be good to clear your own name, unless you are really part of it. Let me know."
So if you got a text like that from someone who was who had a narrative accusing you of something nefarious, even though we don't even know that there's anything nefarious, inviting you to go up on a panel so that he could berate you, mute you whenever he wants when you're trying to speak, because that's what these guys do. There's proof of that. Um, and why would I give this guy any airtime at all? I don't even understand. I don't want to do this. I don't want to give him any airtime. Um, but I will give him the courtesy, since I am sharing his content. I'm going to do a courtesy. If there are any mods in here that can pull up his channel and put his link in the chat, I don't mind. Let me make this small here again, because I want to see my chat too. Make this small. Let's see, where's my chat? Where is my chat? Let's stop sharing for a second. Exit full screen. There, I can see my chat now. And then I'm going to present again, but I'm going to present in a way where I can still see my chat. This. Share. There we go. I don't want to make it a little big over here. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Does anybody know who this guy is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know who Lick the Whole Boot is. And Jugglasses, if you can find his link, be sure and share it, because I'm sharing his content. So I want to give him that courtesy, even though he wouldn't give it to me. It's Lick the Whole Boot. And you heard me read his text before he read the text. So those are the exact words that he texted me. He also, well, you'll see here in a minute, he's accusing me of actually giving out his phone number so that somebody could get his location. Didn't happen. In fact, after he aired this little thing here, I've been getting texts and phone calls saying, "Hey, give me his phone number so I can really do an investigation. Give me everything you got on him." Anybody that knows me in this community knows that I don't share information without permission from the person. But yet I'm being accused of doing it. So anyway, let's go ahead and play.
And I have not received any type of message back. So, Cliff, if you're watching, man, you want to come up on panel and we can definitely talk about this, because it's going to be a fun time to do this review.
Oh yeah, fun time.
Same with Poop Boy too. If you want to come up here and you want to issue an apology to anybody, that would work too.
So he's also invited somebody by the name of Poop Boy. So Poop Boy and then Cliff. So he's attacking two people or accusing two people of something. One is Poop Boy and one is me. Why would I come up on a guy's panel like that? I don't get it.
So let's do this.
Oh,
All right, guys. So we've got.
so that's who he's calling Poop Boy. Looks like Tyrants Beware, I guess. Okay.
Mr. Terry crying his eyes out now because, once again, he exposed himself. And what's funny is he asked for all of this. He wanted the attention. He wanted to be famous. He's getting everything he's asking for now. People are paying attention to him. But now that they're paying attention, they're starting to see the other stuff that he's done too. So we're going to go over this 40-minute long video. I will interrupt it. I will blab my mouth all over this video on how dumb it is. And yeah, like I said, Terry, you're more than welcome to come up here. I would love to talk with you. I've been trying to talk one-on-one for the last couple of months now. And if you want to come up here, offer still stands.
So he's been trying to get the attention of Tyrants Beware, who he doesn't even mention that it's Tyrants Beware. He wants to say his name for 2 months now. And so if he didn't come up on his panel and be part of his show, why would I? Daisy May Lift the Whole Boot thinks he did a mic drop on Cliff. He maybe did drop his mic, but only crickets were chirping. Anyone who knows Cliff knows this Lick the Boot guy is full of shit. Yeah, I agree. I believe he is full of shit just simply by what he put out here. And we're gonna thwart everything that he says on my panel, where my speech can't be muted, where he can't talk over me or gang up on me, because he had two guys sitting in the wings waiting to pounce, and we're going to see who those two guys are here when we watch this.
What the fuck?
So yeah, Lick the Whole Boot was trying to share Tyrants Beware's videos, and Tyrants Beware noticed that Lick the Whole Boot was live, trying to share his content, and he privatized all of them, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, look at that, guys. Terry is watching. All right, guys. That's hilarious. Let's go.
It is hilarious.
See, the funny thing is you think that by taking the video down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just shows you're a weasel. It just shows you're a weasel.
Is that what it shows?
No fortitude.
Is that what it shows?
All those things, like, do you think that there's not copies of that, Terry? Guys, he deleted it.
Or does it show that he doesn't want you to have content for your channel in an abusive way, which you're trying to abuse him and put out false accusations, not only against him, but me too.
Live. He took it down live. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is great. It is great.
Oh, somebody's scared. Oh no.
Scared? I don't think so.
Give me a second. I know that someone has a copy of it. We'll see if I do.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Let's see if you do, Lick.
Wow, Terry, you are such a baby back little bitch.
Oh, you're just pissed because you can't play.
Just so you know. Baby back
so
little
you
bitch.
know. Just so you know, Lick the Whole Boot. Veterans Affair Media, good to see you. This might not be the
Let's
content for you,
see.
brother.
Nope, I don't have a copy of it anymore.
This isn't usual stuff that the Vigilance Committee puts out.
I know, right? Literally. That's even better than watching his video. Like he thinks it's like a treat, like as if people are like, "Oh yeah, he's going over a TV video. Yay." Like it's the slowest night I've had the whole.
Does anybody know who?
Oh, good evening,
Does anybody know who Lucid's Lair is? You know, I really don't want to give her any kind of promotion here, but she attacks every single auditor out there in the 1A community. She calls them frauditors. So she's one of those typical frauditor type channels that's against the First Amendment and the Constitution in general. She's one of those attack dogs, and she is a dog too. But that's all I'm going to say about her. I don't want her on my. I don't want to be on her radar, and I don't want her to be on my radar. But we can play that game if she wants to. But I'm not really that much of an auditor. I've got 3 videos out on a different channel, and if you look at my name on here, at Vigilante 1864 ? That's how you can find my other channel. Got 3 videos on there for auditing. I am trying to promote that channel. I did do one live on there about somebody local here. Oh, by the way, Christopher Ruff, you said I had a area code phone number that indicates I'm in Arizona. So, am I complaining that you're doxing me? No, but I also don't live in Arizona. And if you had any kind of investigative journalist ability, it wouldn't take you too long to find out what state I do live in. Think about it. And I don't care if you find out. I don't have anything to hide. Do your investigation about me. See if I've got any kind of a criminal background. I don't.
fellow roughnecks. Oh, good God. I know it's getting towards, that time of the year.
Oh, God. We love that voice, don't we? I know Daisy May loves that voice. She tells me every time, oh, it's so soothing. She just loves that voice of, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't want to promote his channel.
But seriously, dumbwaiter, dude, you're not obligated to get me and JJ or the Roughnecks Christmas presents.
Well, Michael, we would all love a Christmas.
So just like Navy Girl said, make.
And that's exactly what he does. He privatizes his whole frickin' channel so that Link the Whole Boot can't show any of his content. Genius. Hey, Angry Vet's in the house. Yeah, I don't mind saying that out loud. So it's good to see you, Angry Vet. I know that you texted me earlier, and we'll talk offline. Doesn't mean I'm going to give you any information, because I just don't do that. I don't give out people's phone numbers or their information without their permission. But it doesn't hurt to ask. There's no worries about that. And it doesn't matter. None of it matters, because it's all bullshit.
Him private his entire channel. Dude, you guys got cooked. Like, you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
We did.
You guys realize that, right?
We do.
Like, TB's and shout out to Generally Specific, because
Oh,
I had
shout
not
out.
even thought about it until he mentioned.
There's another guy. Shout out to Generally Specific. Don't put his link in my chat at all, ever. I'm not promoting his channel ever.
it. So that means Six Oaks Farms is the guy who wrote the huge monologue about how Lick the whole boot can't see his truth or the own truth of whatever. You know what? Better yet, let's make him private another video because I know what will really tick him off. Lying to get subscribers, lick the whole boot. Okay, here we go.
Knowing
Give me a second, guys, because I gotta do this real quick. Because all right, let's roll with it, guys.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
all that Chris had. Okay, well, guys, today we're actually going to cut out all that Chris had put together, and we're going to try to piece together exactly what the video actually said. And the reason.
And let's put Tyrants Beware's link in here. People should go there, subscribe, watch his stuff because he does put out some good stuff sometimes. Sometimes his stuff is boring. There you go, Tyrants Beware. I said something about you. No, he's all right. He works on does a lot of work in the background. And when I say in the background, I mean I'm talking about a 1A auditor by the name of Lafayette County Audits. He has been working in the background to try to help him. We've been trying to get big channels to tell the story of Matthew Reardon, Lafayette County Audits, and what's been happening to him over the past 7 years as an activist, investigative journalist. None of the big channels have really picked up this, but there are a lot of channels that did pick up this story. They've tried to crowdfund for him for money because he's been in prison or jail for the last 2 years, 11 days of freedom. He's been falsely accused of a lot of different things, and a lot of things are coming to fruition to free him. And then he's going to have some major lawsuits that he's going to be able to do because of the wrongful deeds that the government has been doing to him. And that's the point of our channel. And Tyrants Beware has been a big help in that. So is Daisy May. So let's continue. There's a lot of Tyrants Beware. So he's really primarily after Tyrants Beware. And Tyrants Beware isn't giving him much.
The reason why we have to do that is because DirectD deleted the video. But there was something in it that I spotted.
Look at him complaining about somebody deleting a video when he literally just pulled it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like turnabout's fair play. Put out a video and then delete it before anybody can watch it. Because there was something in there that was exculpatory that you don't want other people to see. Of course.
Crazy. So I'm kind of curious, Terry. I'd love to have you up on panels since you've never been man enough to even show your face in chat. I mean, I've been calling you out for months, buddy. It's about time. You just come up and just like a man apologize. That's something that my dad taught me. He taught me that even if you think you're right, if you come to a point where you find out that you were wrong about something and you hurt somebody, a real man takes accountability and he apologizes. He swallows his pride and he apologizes was his exact wording. Oh, wait, you're not a man.
Candace, are you an investigative journalist? Or was it just that easy to find out what state I live in? Am I scared now? Am I so worried that somebody knows what state I might live in? Because I'm such a hardened criminal? No. Why is Lick the Whole Boot so worried about somebody knowing where he lives or having his phone number or knowing anything about him? I understand people want their anonymity, and I'm okay with that. And I'm not going to out where he's at, or I'm not going to out his phone number just because I have it. I don't do that sort of thing. It's called integrity. It's calling not revealing your sources. It's calling, I've got a lot of people in this community that I know. And if they don't want me giving out their information to people, I don't do it. And I always ask when somebody asks for somebody's phone number, I go to the source and I ask them, is it okay to give them your phone number? Otherwise, I don't do it. And to be accused of it is, yeah, lick the whole boot. You don't know me, and that's okay. Maybe you'll figure out who I am here at some point.
Man, though, you're a little baby back bitch. And this is also the wrong video too, guys. So let's see if we can find the one about his little AI lawyer, though. Oh, here's the one where I can't read. Let's
So
click on that.
Tyrants beware, I didn't realize you had an AI lawyer. Oh, I wish I had an AI lawyer. I don't even need a lawyer. Why? I've never committed any crimes. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need a lawyer for anything. Now, I do need to get one on retainer if I'm going to do some auditing, because eventually I will be arrested, just like everybody else gets arrested. Period. It's bound to happen. But we shouldn't be afraid to pick up a camera and video or record our government officials in the course of their duties. We do want to expose corruption, and the camera is the best way to do that, because cameras don't lie. But yet they don't want cameras out there because they don't want transparency and accountability. Firm audits. Good to see you, brother. Really good to see you. And yes, I had a great Thanksgiving, and hope you did too. Who is this? Wait a minute. Jocko. I'm trying to get to your text here. Jocko. Why isn't it allowing me to highlight your... There we go. My court was Tuesday and case dropped. Good for you. That's a rarity, isn't it? I'm glad it was dropped, brother. Probably for filming, right? Yeah, the Angry Vet doesn't even retain a lawyer. He does everything pro se. Yeah. All right, I see everybody talking to each other now, so let's get some content.
Do a little copy poo there, Terry baby. And then I'll Pokeball that one too.
What's with the baby talk, Lick? Are you not an adult?
Okay. Catch them all, folks. Catch them all. Okay, is this the AI lawyer one? It has to be the AI lawyer, right? Video. But it's crazy, guys, because I haven't heard anything. Top's gonna
back up. But overall, I'm not going to really discuss that, being honest.
You know what? Is actually my memory's coming back. It's like You've Got Mail or something like that.
Wait a minute, your memory's coming back? Okay. How old are you? You don't have to answer. I'm not going to tell my age. You know what? I'm not in my 80s either. But I'm not going to tell you my age either. Find out. That's pretty simple too. All you've got to do is look at the body of work in my channel. You'll find out everything you need to know about me. It's all on my channel. I'm an open book.
There we go. It's this one right here. So, we'll do this right here. I hope you're working fast there, Terry. I hope your fingers are faster than mine are.
Good to see you, Ozzy.
Because I'm capturing these videos like Pokemon balls, bro. Or sorry, like Pokemons. I'm just throwing Pokeballs at them. Hey, video downloader, here's this link. You
Oklahoma Outlaw. Good to see you, brother.
You've caught a new Pokemon.
What is going on, YouTube? And welcome to Tyrants Beware. I'm your host.
All right, now for all the people that just came in here, so TB and Cliff Williams are part of this little underground group of people who like to harass and stalk other people.
Oh, did you hear that? I'm part of this underground group that likes to stalk and harass people. Ozzy Nathan, have I harassed and stalked you? Or did I feature your body of work with your permission? Firm audits. Have I harassed and stalked you? Or did I share your body of work as well, even though we got interrupted by breaking news with Carolina Fort Worth getting the hell beaten out of her by a cop? So we had to put you up on here twice showing your body of work. Yeah. Did I harass or stalk you when I did it? Midwest accountability. Did I harass and stalk you to get you up on my show to show your body of work? Yeah, I don't think so. So, and did I bother you after that, except for to call you and ask you to give my phone number out to somebody that I was hoping would call me and talk to me man on man before they started this attack campaign against me? And that's it. And I haven't called you since then. I haven't tried to tell you, hey, I didn't do that. I don't want to bother you because I know you don't want to be part of this thing. You're not part of it. So I don't want people harassing you either. I think you're a good man, and I think you're a hell of an auditor when you're out there doing your work. You're a cop watcher and a good one. Big Mike Audits, another one that is. And we were supposed to be doing something for Big Mike Audits when our channel got suspended. We were going to share his body of work. And he's saying, "Would you stop harassing and stalking me already?" I don't even know if I have your phone number yet, Big Mike. And I do see that you have an LOL at the end of that, so you know you're saying I don't stalk and harass you, and I appreciate that, guys. Let's continue.
People such as Tyrants Beware, people such as Cliff Williams of the Vigilance Committee,
Yeah.
people such as Wingspan Angel. These are individuals who hide in these Discord servers.
Discord.
They have very culty tendencies.
Culty
And basically, they're just like a little war room where like they just sit there and they seethe and they bounce off the walls. And when they're ordered to attack, like good little followers, they attack. So this little group was.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm on. Now I've heard of this Discord thing, and I tried to sign up on it at one point, but I couldn't figure out how to even use it, and so I've never been on there again. But it's like, I've heard of other people being in this thing called Discord, but honestly, I don't know any. I wouldn't know how to get in there and use it. So, but yet I'm supposed to be some genius that can get into this place called Discord. Yeah, see there, Tyrants Beware. Cliff, do you even know what Discord what Discord is? Yeah, I've heard of it. So, and I know you can't wait to meet this investigative journalist. He's such a great investigator. Him along with Christopher Ruff, they're just both really outstanding investigative journalists. They know how to find things and find out about people. Christopher Ruff, as far as I'm concerned, still thinks I live in Arizona, but clearly I highlighted somebody who actually found me. Candace, great investigative work. I bet you had to go through a whole lot of things to just find out that I actually might live in Utah. Good job. You're better at it than Christopher Ruff or Lick the Whole Boot. They couldn't figure out where I live. Oh, you're not in Discord either. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know where it is or how it functions. I see that, but I'm not going to highlight that, the angry vet, because I don't know. You know that's your opinion, and that's okay. You probably know more than I do. You probably do investigate. I think you are an investigative journalist, and you try to get information wherever you can about everything that you can, especially when you're being attacked as hard as you are. So I don't blame you, brother. Let's continue here.
Was utilizing somebody for legal services who, oh, you would never guess, isn't a lawyer, kind of like a good old Chili de Castro, a good old finger guns. I'm a constitutional law scholar, but I'm not an actual lawyer. So, and at that point, some stuff happened. There was some backing and some advice given from this person who is not a lawyer. And you would never know. A lot of shit ended up happening from it. I'm sure you guys have all seen Dummy Kruger's last video he put out. If you haven't yet, I definitely recommend checking it out because it really ties everything together. But yeah, so Cliff Williams, TB, Angry Vet, Chris Ryder, all of them have been utilizing the advice and services of this guy named Six Oak Farms.
Is that right? How did you find that out, Lick the Whole Boot? Like I said, I don't need a lawyer. I've never committed any crimes, so I would not have the need or the use of a lawyer. So tyrants beware. Are you using a lawyer by the name of Six Oaks? I doubt it. If you want to answer, you can. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. It's you don't have to. This is personal stuff, man. That he's just what are you trying to find out? Lick the Whole Boot. It doesn't make any sense. I wish I knew what went wrong with Lick. Yeah, because I've heard that he was part of the 1A community. Um, and that's why he became friends with Midwest Accountability, who is or was, I'm not sure, good friends with San Joaquin Valley Transparency. But it's like all of these guys out here that are attacking each other. Some of them expect that you are going to take their side or else. Take their side or else what? And there's something on here at the end too that he didn't play, but I'm going to talk about it one more time, and then I'm never going to mention it again. So stay tuned, folks. Here we go.
And it wasn't until this morning when I had thought about it that this must be TB's AI lawyer, because I know for a fact that based off of what
I know, Firm. That's I know that you went out and did some auditing with Midwest Accountability, and I featured that when we featured your body of work. And that was the whole reason we wanted to get Midwest Accountability on our channel too, was to feature his body of work because he had done some work with you in auditing. And I think his body of work is pretty good too. I like him. I don't know if you guys have fallen out since then because of Lick the Whole Boot doing what he's doing, people taking sides. But I don't think Midwest Accountability wants to be part of this whole thing. So I'm just going to leave him out of it from now on here. That's because I don't think he wants to be part of this.
what this video said, if he did in fact get a reply from anybody, and this wasn't just him typing it in and having an AI program read what he typed in, that it had to have been somebody who was just a buddy of his or something. Well, I'm pretty sure that this AI lawyer was
I'll be. Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought process too. Another JJ's rent boy who is a corrupt government official, and here's the thing: it's been proven by an ethics committee that he violated two. There was two ethics violations that he was found guilty of. No, they're just ethics violations. Doesn't He's not been found guilty of corruption, but these ethics violations, he personally financially had financial gain from it. What is the definition of government corruption or corrupt government officials? It's when they do things, use their power and ability to do things for their own personal financial gain. So that's the allegation. Okay. Just because they haven't charged him with official misconduct in that way um, doesn't mean he hasn't done it, but he just hasn't been charged with that. So I'm not going to say that he's for sure a corrupt government official, but I do know that he was convicted of two ethics violations, which is not as serious, but it should be. Um, Lick the Whole Boot is a liar, projector, and a hypocrite, just like GS, DirectD, well, Christopher Ruff, Kaiser, and Kruger. Birds of a feather. Oh, I think we saw that in a live chat where they were saying birds of a feather. Yeah, no, I agree, Daisy May. Good job. Excellent, excellent uh, uh, observation. Let's say Daisy May is good at seeing things.
Most likely, my speculation, Six Oaks Farms. So let's rewatch this video now, guys, and let's see what's said.
TV, and today we're actually gonna.
Ah,
Oh, you privated it, Terry. Oh no.
oh no! Look the whole boot. You can't show his work. You can't show anything on his streams because he is, guys. He's going to privatize everything. Um, but he's going to be talking. So I don't want to miss anything. If he says something that I need to basically, say, hey, that's not true, then I need to do that. So we're going to go through the entire video here and analyze it, um, call out truths, call out lies. Um, and you'll see there's going to be, it's a long stream. So if I even have to put this in 2 or 3 parts, I will. But we're going to show the whole thing. Whole thing. We're gonna expose this bullshit.
But guess what, Terry? I knew you were going to do it because you just proved again you are a little girl, bro. So guess what, guys? That's fine. But guess what? I bet he didn't frink a whisk, did he? Oh. Oh no, Terry gonna be so mad in a second, guys. Oh, hold on.
Okay, so Daisy May, Angry Vet, if you're talking about Midwest, ask Cliff. He doesn't agree with Lick. I don't know if Midwest Accountability agrees with Lick. He doesn't say either way. Like I said, I think he wants to stay out of the whole thing. So whether he agrees with him or not doesn't really matter, and I don't think we should. I don't think we should bother Midwest Accountability with it. I want to honor uh, him because I did show his body of work, and I think he's a good auditor, and I think he's a legitimate man. He's an honest man, and if he believes what Lick the Boot's doing, that's okay. Uh, we know the truth, and the truth will come out. So. There we go. There we go. Doesn't want anything to do with the drama, I believe. I think that they're probably still friends, but he doesn't want to be part of the drama, which is not a bad thing. I don't really want to be part of this drama either, but I have to answer to charges that are so stupid and ridiculous that I feel it needs to be answered. I think I owe my audience that much.
he be so mad, but I make him even more mad. One moment. Technical difficulty.
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on. Hold
yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
He pathetic. Yes,
Oh
he
yeah.
is. He pathetic.
Oh, you
But
got.
okay. Because I show you this. Look.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's
Okay,
see.
guys.
See.
Tell me if did I echo or not? Because looky. Oh, see, oh Terry.
What's he doing? Is he making fun of Asian Americans? I mean, what is that? Uh, I don't understand why you can't talk like a regular human being, Lick, who has no name.
Hey, I told you. You slow with your finger. Yes, because I capture like Pokemon. Yes. You're it's kind of like Mortal Kombat, Terry. Your soul is mine.
No, really, is he's trying to capture souls? Is that what you're doing, Lick? Trying to capture souls? What a weirdo!
YouTube and welcome to Tyrant.
Free me, looking for your rest, but possession you got the rate.
Well, he is a nobody.
First to what you're about to hear is the response to what he has heard. And yes, this would be my lawyer.
Lick the whole boot. Well, he is a nobody. He is a man who cannot understand. He seeks truth but cannot accept what's right in his face. He's a one-cell organism without a brain who cannot focus on one thought. It appears to me he is what they call a troll. A person who wants to feel important but in reality is not. He hires a lawyer from out of the country to solve another country's problem. With this fact, he shows he doesn't know the law. He can't even understand the simplest things in this country.
Well, I've been trying to wrap my head around what he's trying to pull off.
So real quick, guys, you guys can hear that, right? Like, give me a 5x5 if you could hear that video the right way.
Tyrants beware. Did you
I
ask
do have
me?
a few ideas, but
I want to put this out there. Tyrants beware. Did I give you Lick the Whole Boot's phone number? Let's get an answer to that, because apparently he thinks we work together to, I don't know, try to figure out who he is, where he is, all of that kind of stuff. Did I give you his phone number? And I want you to answer honestly. Did I give you his phone number?
what do you think?
That is actually a good question, TB. The
Okay,
only
hold
thing
on,
that I can
guys.
say
All
at this
right.
All right, here's the response. No, Cliff, you didn't. You're not that type of person to give out phone numbers without permission. We all know that. Thank you.
point,
If you guys want to continue on with this video, put a 1 in the chat. If you want to go ahead and watch some more from his, you know what? We're just going to do this. Give me 1 second. We're going to stop screen. We're going to go to share tab, share. Okay. Let's reload this. See if he made it not private. Okay. Video is private. There we go. Okay. So let's go to a different one then, Terry. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see right here where he brags about the stream that.
Tyrants beware. I was laughing when he was trying to show all of your stuff, and you in real time made it private. I thought that was genius. I don't know. I haven't looked at, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Were you able to get them all back up, or um, um, don't answer, because he'll just try to go in there and take your stuff anyway. It's weird. It's weird. because he wouldn't have any content at all if it wasn't for other people's videos. I mean, think about that. Really, has he put out any of his own real content? I don't believe he has. TB, the Angry Vet says his email box is open. So yeah, because he knows he's not going to be able to get anything from me because I don't do it. Not without their permission. I would never give Lick the Whole Boots information to anyone unless I had his permission. That's just the way I am, and I'm not going to change that for anybody. I don't care who they are. Okay. Joe Lalo, that tells us all we need to know about you, that you think Kruger rocks. Oh, okay. And Joe Lalo, welcome in. You can have your own opinions. Don't time anybody out, moderators. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them give their opinions in here. Today, anyway. Okay. I am going to go back to my normal platform of the Vigilance Committee, share people's body of work, and then this outside drama won't be allowed in, just like it always has been. It's always been that way. I don't allow outside drama when I'm featuring an auditor and sharing their body of work. And Big Mike Audits, I would sure still like to share your body of work. I know that you've been doing some good things out there in Michigan. And I'd like to share your body of work. So send me an email. Mods, if you could put my email in the chat so that Big Mike can get in touch with me. I'd love to share his body of work and keep all of this outside drama out. You have made your own content. Yeah, I don't mind using other people's content either. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But you do make your own as well. Absolutely. Oh, okay. So, do you know what his other previous channel was? And are there any videos from when he was doing 1A stuff, Angry Vet? Did he do good work? Or did he kind of fail at it? It kind of looks like he might have failed at it, according to you. But Lick the Whole Boot, if you're out there and you're watching this, if you've got some old videos of when you were out auditing, and if they're good, I wouldn't mind sharing good work for you. But you need to stop with these stupid attacks. It's just silly. You're so far off base with your accusations that you're going to be quite embarrassed by it. But you go ahead and do you, brother.
That he struck down and he lost all the copyright strikes to.
What is
Oh,
going on, everybody? And
this one's still
welcome
good.
to Tyrants Beware. I'm your host, TB, and today we're going to be looking at a video that Kpar did 2 days ago about yours truly. So let's get that.
You know, guys, I'm sure Terry is sitting there. He's probably, he's like that one kid that went viral because he tried to like shove an Xbox controller up his ass in a rage, And here's the thing, he's got himself to blame. I mean, even other creators have looked at this guy, and this is the type of stuff they've got to say about him.
Jesus Christ, man, what's this motherfucker is really wilding, man.
Tyrants Beware helped with $5. I like attacking kids with false CPS calls and playing with people. Loving content.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Everyone
Yo, I think. Yo, thank you, Ranger Horse.
Ranger Horse helped with $25. Direct D is the gift that keeps tweaking.
He is the gift that keeps tweaking. Yo, that's fucked up, Tyrants Beware, man. That was a fucked up thing, man. Bro. I don't condone such behavior, man. I think that's fucked up to do, man. It really is, man. You should never weaponize the state against anyone, I don't think.
Bow. I agree with you. Nobody should ever weaponize the state against anyone. But I think I think you lick the whole boot, and a lot of people have something twisted here. Um, and I don't want to get into it, but I don't agree, especially with calling child protective services, because they don't protect anybody. They're the biggest child traffickers in the world. Um, and I think I even told Tyrants Beware, hey, if you did that, man, I don't agree with that. So he told me that he said he made a call. But in reality, he did not make a call. All he did was send a video and told them to make up their own mind, which I don't think I would have done that either. But hey, to each their own, you know. But I don't have to agree with everything that Tyrants Beware does. I don't have to, and he knows that. But I do still support him, and we still work together on other things. But no, I don't support ever calling CPS. And lick the whole boot. Don't throw me into that box because it doesn't fit.
Especially false weaponization of the state. Jesus Christ.
And if false weaponization, I don't think that's what Tyrants Beware did. He let them make their own decision. Generally Specific is in the chat. Do not time him out. What's the narrative today? Well, what we're doing is we're going over this last stream that Lick the Whole Boot did, and we're going to share everything that was said, and we're gonna thwart some of the things that were falsely said. Generally Specific, but welcome in. You can watch.
Better English.
You guys like that? All right.
That intro.
Oh, another one's privated. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. Like, this is moo. Can you moo for us, Terry? Moo. Hey, can I get a moo in the chat, guys? Moo.
Farm, thank you for that. Hey, I'll be back if you're still here. Got to run to the store. If not, great video, and keep being you, Cliff. And I will keep being me. And this video, actually, we're gonna cover the whole video. If I got to stay in here for hours, pausing the video and talking about things, I'll do it. Good to see you, old guy Mitch. Sorry I didn't come in for coffee today. But I like to go in there every once in a while into old guy Mitch's channel. People put his link in there. He loves everybody. Everybody gets to be a moderator in his channel, and they all just drink coffee and listen to his music that people send him about the 1A community and things like that. He is a big supporter of the 1A. And I want to promote his channel because I think it's a good place to go to relax, drink some coffee, and just chat with people, get to know people. And you go in there, you can get more subscribers because he tells everybody to subscribe to every single channel that's in there. Let's see what Generally Specific has to say. Ooh, I'd like to watch. Can you paint me like one of your French models, Cliff? No, I don't paint anybody anyway. They paint themselves. I kind of think you're doing that right now. You're painting yourself, Generally Specific. Let's continue.
Moo. Moo. Hey, Midwest, can I get a moo?
And Generally Specific, have you noticed that I've been calling you by your channel name? Not Twad or Toddy or Doofus or Generally Retarded. I'm not doing that. I'm naming your channel, okay? But I'm telling people, hey, don't put his channel link in my chat because I'm not promoting your channel, okay? You can be in here and I'll respect your channel name. But because I do that, even though you don't give me the same respect, right?
Okay, here we go. Look, let's do this one. We're figuring out stuff about him, guys. Let's run the timers. All right, someone run a timer real quick. Okay, we're gonna get past all the nonsense. Yeah, see, look, you can even tell that's his skinny body right there. So let's do this, okay? Oh, dun, 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 took like 5 seconds because you're
Yes,
a little
it did.
bitch. Dun, 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 my name, you're a... This is great.
Tyrants beware. I love the fact that you were able to do this to him. He couldn't get any content off of you at all. And you can do what you want with your channel. And we'll see. We'll show what I did with my channel, because I was watching him put his stuff out. I was watching this live. I was in the chat. Here we go.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's go to, oh yeah, that time that he made a DoorDash prank on a bunch of people.
So yet another false accusation. Tyrants beware had nothing to do with doing a prank. Not that he didn't want to do the prank on this asshat that you see on the screen here, but he wasn't part of that. So just so everybody knows, and I think the Angry Vet can attest to that he wasn't part of the DoorDash prank. Not that he has to. And you don't have to defend yourself on that, Tyrants beware, because we all know that you had nothing to do with it. Not that you didn't want to, because you did say you would have been part of it, but you weren't. Period.
Let's see
most humble
here.
apologies for that. You know, just so you know, you know,
I don't know what that means. Secret. I got a secret. I don't know what that means. Okay. Just so everybody knows.
So I felt that, you know, obviously Dumbwaiter last night was chemically imbalanced. You know, there was obviously a high level of intoxicants.
Hey guys, to take
See that generally specific, you can't use the proper channel names of people you don't like. I don't like you, but I still use your correct channel name. Simply out of courtesy.
a break from the Spank and Terry. Midwest Accountability handed out 60 meals today. For anybody who was in GS's chat last night and went over and helped him out, I really appreciate it. You know, he did a really good thing. Yeah. So
In his system.
Now, Michael, I know you are very familiar with drugs.
Now, old guy Mitch, I don't know. I don't know. I know that I've seen the accusations out there that they're one and the same person, but I don't know. So I don't have any opinion on that. So I don't know. So yeah, there he goes again. Parents beware. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no. You didn't do a DoorDash prank though. Yeah. And you and I know it. Here's somebody that I love to see in my chat. I think she's a good person. I don't care what Chris and Tiffany may have said about her. She's always been good to me. She's always been nice. She's always been respectful to me, and I really have a lot of respect for her. I think she is a genuine person. It's good to see you in the chat here, Rats to the Moon. I've never said anything negative about you, and you've never given me any reason to say anything negative about you. Okay, so just so everyone's aware. He has people to thank him for his service, but he ain't got no respect for anybody. He's a clown and an asshat. Okay, every one of us have a right to our own personal opinions. Absolutely. Oh, run, rabbit, run. Who's the rabbit? Who? Can you be more specific, generally, or I don't know who's the rabbit. I don't know what you're saying there. Angry vet. Turncoats everywhere. Yeah, I think there are. I think there are some. Yeah.
drugs, but I don't think you can quite be an expert. I hope you can prove all that you said, but go ahead.
Absolutely.
Oh, poo, poo.
Absolutely, Mitch. I like the fact that we can all have our own viewpoint. Absolutely.
Poo, 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 poo in the loo. Cowards beware's what they say when they see me. Let's see, which one do I want him to take down next, guys? You know what? I'm kind of tired of looking at Chris's face. Let's do this one. Oh, he's too fast. Okay, let's do this one of him.
All right. South Carolina, Phoenix Volunteer ADA Title II auditors. This man is awesome when it comes to the ADA and knowledge of the ADA. He's been working in the background with myself and Utah Defender to make sure that Utah comes into compliance with the ADA. And he's been an integral part of us getting information because I don't want to give out my personal information. He's willing to, and he's not afraid of Utah coming after him and retaliating against him. So he helps in that area. They say he's not supposed to give out the information that he gets public requests from, but you know, when you're part of the media, you're disseminating to the public what you have. I don't think there's any legality that they would have a leg to stand on for him disseminating that information. It's public information that he's receiving for us because they won't give it to us because we won't give up our Fourth Amendment right here in Utah to get that information. So he's been very helpful in that area. Oh, look who we have in the house. So Veterans Affair Media. I've been listening to this my entire drive this morning. All I can say is this guy sounds like a man baby just crying someone calling a ambulance. Yeah, it is. It's kind of how he looks. Yeah, he's presenting himself that way. Even does the baby talk and takes on other accents. It's pretty childish. Yeah, I agree. Let's get back to it.
Oh, so let's do this. Let's just refresh it, and then it will show us which ones are still up. Okay, let's see here. Oh, did he take a lot? He took a lot down, guys. Wow. Let's find out why he supports for public safety.
I will see you.
And these people who use
Something.
people who are fake lawyers. So here's my question, Terry. I know that Six Oaks Farm is liable, but are you also liable for using him for legal service?
Let's highlight the other side. This is Bear. I think Bear is a Christopher Ruff supporter or Lick the Whole Boot. I think he's in both. He's in both of their chats. Says, hey, Cliff, you cried about JJ ignoring your comments. I did. I cried. What? Call a ambulance? I don't remember crying about anything. But you are ignoring comments, calling you out. Can we say hypocrite? Oh, okay. Well, I'm showing this. I put it up on my screen, so I'm allowing you to say that I'm a hypocrite and that I ignore JJ's comments, or I cry about JJ ignoring my comments. Okay, so there you go. That's me being a hypocrite, I guess. Here we go. Cliff, I just found a lot of people in the community has decided I am the enemy. I am no longer licking Chris Entif's ass. It's a bit disheartening that those who, oh, let me see if I could read the last, those who complain, let's get it up here, complain about GS Mouth was okay with what Chris said to me. Yeah, I didn't agree with what Chris said to you. So I'm making that public. Just because I support somebody doesn't mean I support everything that they do. And I'm not a sycophant. I ask questions. I don't follow people blindly like people are accusing me of. Um, but I don't turn on them without having hard evidence either. Hard evidence. So, and generally specific, I don't have to explain anything to you. You said you regret not sending the same odd email to Chris, the same weird one that was sent to me where I was called disloyal for not doing so. So I've been on live panels where I did say those things. So just pull that up and show it, generally specific. I don't have to say anything in addition to what I've already said. Just find the information and put it out there on your channel if you want to. So, so we have Jesus Christ in here. I don't like that. I don't like that you're using that name, especially when we all know that you're probably not Jesus Christ. Maybe checking on Rudolph. I think he is being bullied. Who's being bullied? Am I being bullied? I appreciate that, but I don't like your name. I don't think it's cool to use a name like that. It's like taking the Lord's name in vain. I don't agree with that. And I'm probably not going to highlight your stuff anymore because of that name. If you want to, get another account and come in, that would be fine. Not publicly, Rats. But he knows how I feel about you. And so does Tiff. And I don't always agree with what they say, but I don't publicly say things typically about all of this. But I did just publicly say I don't agree with what they said about you. Okay, so I just said that publicly. All right, here we go.
This is when you know he's not a lawyer. Guilt by association, buddy, huh?
Chris had a test done on him. But here's the funny part. Chris never took a drug test, and it came back positive.
Oh, really?
So what in the world happened? Well, they took it to the upper courts and they got it dismissed.
Okay.
Generally specific, I know. I know you've been genuine on certain things. And when I called you a liar in this chat here of the channel that we're doing is because I thought you were saying Cliff has talked about me negatively, which I never have on this channel. I think there might be a live that I did recently where I did speak negatively about you. But if you look at the body of my work on this specific channel, it's never had the outside drama. I've never allowed anybody to say any negative things about you or anyone else from outside of this channel. It's just a rule that I've had because what I'm trying to do here is feature the body of work of other auditors out there who I respect their work, and I want to feature their stuff. And I know you've never looked at any of it because you've never mentioned any of it. But that's what this channel has been all about, is just sharing the body of work of people in the 1A community, investigative journalists, constitutional rights advocates, been trying to change all the negative terminology and sharing their body of work without any outside drama coming into the channel. Today, I'm allowing all of it in. But this is a rare thing. It's not something that has really ever been done on this particular channel. It's never been allowed. So, David, Jesus Christ didn't turn his back on you. You apparently turned your back on him. I think I don't think the angry vet has actually turned his back on Jesus. I think he's just had some things happen in his life that he's not sure that he wants to be part of that, and we've got to give him his time to decide whether or not he wants to be a believer or not. So. Lick seems to think you put info. I didn't think that was the case, but he seems to have used Game of Thrones. Yeah, no, I saw that. And I have not and will not give out his phone number because I don't do that. And generally specific, I think you know that as well. I just I don't give out anybody's information or phone number that I made contact with, and we have each other's contact information. I don't release that information without their permission. Period. End of story. Not going to happen. And Lick the Whole Boot can accuse me of doing that all he wants, but it did not happen. I hope he gets off that kick, and I hope Christopher gets off that kick too, because they're wrong. Simply wrong. Okay, that's all. I'm not going to defend myself further on that. People that know me know that that's not what I'm about.
Because Chris never took the drug test.
Oh, it never
So,
happened.
Needless to say, there
It was an
is some
imposter.
type of problem with the paperwork, and they screwed up because Chris never took the drug test. He couldn't have been found positive for drugs. So the courts ruled in their favor. But all this,
I wonder if he got all this legal advice from Six Oak Farm. Oh, hey, by the way, Cliff, we're gonna be on you next. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Step Brothers, where the old man finally puts them over his knee, and he's like, "You're next." That's you, Cliff. You're next, bud.
I am so scared. I don't have anything to hide, so I can be next. And I'm certainly not going to privatize my channel or the video that I put out. And I didn't, and I wouldn't. So I don't make anything private. Like I said, I'm an open book. So you know what you know. And you don't know what you don't know, even though you think you know. So all you had to do was give me a call. A call. GS, you know that I have severe tremors and it's hard for me to type. And I don't like doing it. It's something I really have to concentrate on. And you know that I like to talk on the phone. Now, people that I don't trust, I'm going to record the conversation. And Lick, just so you know, if you call me, I will record the conversation because I don't trust you. Because you've already given out false information about me. So everything's going to be on the up and up and transparent, period. Because you haven't been. So there we go.
extended to
Oh, make that private too.
Okay, let's see here. So that's weird. Why would you private your video on why you support such good people, Terry? That's so weird. That's odd. Okay, hey, look. This goes back to when, oh yeah, do you remember, guys? This is the reason I came back. This was when he made the false CPS call and admits to it. Oh, let's refresh.
But you might want to realize there was actually a purpose for that live stream. I'm going to play it for you right now.
There was a
just
purpose.
so you know
Just
what's
so
going on.
you know.
Dipshit. Ron is our guest tonight, so obviously I just did a whole speech for him.
Geez, Terry, you know, man, you were talking so arrogantly and so confidently, and now you keep tucking tail. And what's funny is you're so pathetic. You keep doing it, and you will continue to do it because you have the IQ of a 4-year-old.
To bring him up, and nobody even heard it. So the whole thing was yesterday on StoneVet's channel. He got on there. He revealed that he and something that he wanted to talk
And Terry, if you private this video, then you know what that means? It means you're ready to come up on panel and I think issue some apologies.
about tonight.
Really, Lick? That's what that means. Jesus. You're just begging for people to come up on your panel so that you can try to bash them even more on your panel and mute them if they try to speak and talk over them. Getting the text that I got from you, it tells me that you're disingenuous. Come and answer to these accusations and blah blah blah. It's like whatever. It's like crazy. And here's somebody else that knows me pretty well. The IQ of a 4-year-old doesn't lick the whole boot. I realize that we know he's actually Vegas Vips, one of the dumbest auditors ever to audit. So I don't know that, Rogue, but I've heard that they are one and the same, but I don't know. It's good to see you in here, brother.
Was going to be aired here tonight. That was the clue. Now, Ron, I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm going to let you announce it to the people here.
Okay, thanks, Stevie. Hi, I'm Michael, my old friend. Remember me? Your best bud, the one you were so thankful for to be in your chat. The pal that you cared enough about to ask how I was feeling when you ran across my name in your chats. The one you kept saying if I needed anything to just let you and Kimmy know.
So let me read this. Be sure to visit the Scabs website. Scabs. Okay. Is that a dig, or let's see, to get just some free legal advice from the Angry Vet and Annapolis Audits? Joe, I think you're behind on here. Annapolis Audits is no longer affiliated with SCARS. So I think you're being disingenuous there. Was that on purpose? Yeah, I think so. I think it's, people like to give little digs without. I mean, I call it. What's the term for it? What is the term for it? Where you just try to be aggressive without showing that you're being aggressive. What is that called? Help me out, people. I'm trying to think of it. I'll think of it here in a little bit. It's pretty disingenuous, though. I do know that.
Remember me, Michael?
Let him and Timmy know.
Obviously.
Just let him know. Just let him know.
Like,
wow, I didn't catch that before. He sounded like a girl there, didn't he? I didn't catch that before. He sounded like a woman. Man, he's good at voice. Wow, there's no way I could get my voice up that high. I wonder, well, I could say some nasty things, but I'm not going to. Enough said. You guys can say it in the chat if you want.
A bunch of them only live stream now. Angry Vet, the dude lays in his bed, Jabba the Hutt style, and just talks nonsense. Apparently, he started his own nonprofit, but it started sounding kind of like Regan Benson's "I care about the homeless unless the homeless try to."
Thank you. Generally specific. Yeah. I know that you said what that term was. Passive aggressive. Yeah. Passive aggressive. That's what I was looking for there. Thank you for that. Thanks for the help on that. You knew that's what I was going for.
Interact.
Terry, for a 45-year-old man, which you're way, bro, you are way older. I'm just a kid compared to you, dude. Oh my God. But yet you are the one who acts like a child. It's crazy, guys. It is fucking nuts. Nuggin futs.
Act with me, then F the homeless. Long Island audit, fine. For public safety, fine. Broken system, broken trust, fine. Rogue Nation, fine. News Now Houston, one of the pillars of their community until he did some nonsense. Fine. Texas Sheepdog, fine. It's like, how many times do you have to look at somebody in your own community and go, maybe we shouldn't claim them either?
So I don't know about all of these other auditors that he just rattled off there. I don't. I know that there was accusations of certain nefarious things, but you know what? I take that all with a grain of salt when the government tries to accuse 1A auditors of things, comes up with trumped up charges of bullshit, and then finds them guilty because the courts are also corrupt. I tend to not really listen to the mainstream media or the government line on things. So that's where I stand on that. I'm not going to play a music video, just because I don't want the copyright strikes. But yeah, and here you are, you're promoting your channel. So, and that's fine. You can promote your channel in my chat. I'm probably not going to highlight it anymore because I don't recommend anybody go to your channel. I'm just being honest with you there.
I was just on Tyrants Beware. It's a mess. They're playing it.
I was just thinking, TB, for how good of a computer guy you are, you're like a anonymous hacker guy. Why don't you just hack my system, and why don't you just take over this live stream? Like broadcast a little creepy, like anonymous like video where it's like
Veterans Affair Media. Y'all want to make some fun content? Go record at the VA. Okay. I know you're being facetious because it can be very dangerous going into the VA and recording. They don't like it. But I'm not gonna tell anybody to go there and record, and I'm not gonna tell anybody not to either. Just know what you might be getting into if you record at the VA, and make your own decision as to what you're going to do. But you're right, Veterans Affairs Media. I know you're being facetious. It would be some good content, that's for sure. You might get a lot of clicks and views, but it's probably not going to be fun. And I think Veterans Affair Media knows that better than anybody else. So does the Angry Bed. So.
lick the whole boot. You have messed with Anonymous because you have messed with Terry Moore. In 12 days, we will have all of the information and all of your contacts to your family.
Generally specific, I know that's not nice, is it? Sometimes I'm not nice. And you know the reasons for that. And I'm not going to get into it here. I'm just not.
If you don't stop harassing poor Mississippi Mud Pie Boy. All right, let's look at some other videos, guys. Let's see here. I think the reason he didn't private that one is because he already knows the other videos I'm going to go after. So let's see. Okay. Oh, let's see. Generally specific. Oh, there's one where he's going after generally specific. Let's see what he says.
Guys, welcome to Tyrants Beware. I am TB, and we're gonna get that out of the way because I really don't care. I'm not even gonna care about hitting the intro. Generally specific. You want to know why you're a loose fucking cannon?
Ooh.
Well, I'm gonna tell you in this video. So, last night, Generally Specific went live. And what did he have in his background? Evidence in a fucking case.
Oh, TB's mad in this
JJ
one,
wanted you to
guys.
take a picture of that, probably to get a fucking change of venue.
Oh.
But guess what?
A copy of the little thing that Six Oaks helped y'all type up. Type.
I don't think it's going to work. He probably also did it to try to get you to be convinced that Chris is fucking guilty. But unfortunately, I have the proof that Wrangler is fucking guilty. I gave Chris that information.
Okay, so Lick, you haven't been watching or keeping up on the story of For Public Safety for the last at least 18 months. And I don't think even Generally Specific went back 18 months on the videos to really know what's really going on. But I think he came on board after the Meade County incident with Whited, which he did put a video out there, and he found, Generally Specific even found that there was no reason for Chris and Tiff to be arrested in the first place. And if they hadn't been arrested in Meade County and then charged with crimes, JJ on the internet would not even exist. And if he didn't exist, none of this would be going on. So JJ being on the internet every single night, at least 24 hours a week, on somebody's channel, one way or the other, throwing out super chats, getting to know all of the quote unquote enemies of Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier, like family members, yes, people on the other side of the, and I'm not going to talk about this, another side of a custody battle. I'm not going to talk about it. But this has been going on for a while. The attacks continue back and forth. I'm not saying that that For Public Safety doesn't attack as well, because he does. I've seen it. I don't always agree with how he goes about doing it, but they're going to be them, and they're going to do them. And I don't have a right to say how they fight their battle. It's theirs, not mine. So that's all there is to that.
So another thing that I want to say, guys, okay, and Fraud Wrangler, if you're watching this, I saw your tag earlier. You know, look, I've said this so many times, guys. That is a
So Generally Specific. What is that? What is that? What is that? You've got absolute proof of a questionable roommate of firm audits. And I've heard the rumors and the accusations flying, but I've never. Why do you even? Why are you even inserting yourself on something like that? Because you hear rumors and innuendo, and you just want to run with stuff like that? If you do, put it on your own channel. I'm not highlighting any more of your stuff today. Just not going to do it. I might in the future, but not today.
a different genre than what I cover. Okay. Once again, that would be like me wanting to do a collab with like an extreme sports YouTuber. It doesn't make any sense, right? But what I will say is, as much as I may think someone's a piece of shit and I might think that something may have happened, right? Legally speaking, I'm curious if this guy is going to come back and sue the absolute shit out of all you dumbasses, because regardless of if you personally think he did this or that, if somebody gets found guilty or not guilty in a court, that was the court's decision. And there is have you ever seen the movie Double Jeopardy? Have you ever realized that maybe even if you thought that they made a fuck up or there was a technical error, that if someone is found innocent of something, that you going around and slandering the absolute shit out of them with your buddies to earn some brownie points is going to come back and bite you in the ass? Just throwing that out there. Once again, I don't support him at all. I don't really want to do any type of collaborations. It's not because I have a problem with the guy. I don't hate him. It's nothing like that at all. It's just like,
really, it's nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all. You don't hate him. Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
But I've heard GS say, I'm never going to just keep harping on somebody to the point where they.
Oh, you've heard GS say. Okay, gotcha. You've heard hearsay. Okay.
They self-delete. I wouldn't even do it with this piece of crap because that's just not how I'm built.
Piece of crap. Calling somebody else a piece of crap. Gotcha.
But I am going to spank you, and you are going to get a public shaming in front of 62 people, Terry. So get ready.
Oh wow, 2 people. Oh wow, that's just awesome. Lick the whole boot. But there'll be a lot more people in your chat here soon because you got a couple of asshats going to be coming up there.
Because it's continuing.
You just gave us.
Oh, it went private again.
All right, guys. Well, he
Oh.
privated that video, which means
Yeah.
that he's ready to come up on panel. So tyrants beware. Why don't you participate? 70% of the grade is class participation. And I really think you should come up here and let's.
Yes, the Veterans Affairs Media. It appears this way. So let me go ahead and read your question out loud. Cliff, so this guy has been washed up and out auditor. Now he's trying to shoot down other channels, public shaming. Yeah, apparently so. That's the rumors that are going around anyway. Well, the proof's in the pudding. He's trying to discredit other channels for sure. Absolutely. That's exactly what's happening. So
Let's just have a chat. Instead of being a little, like I said, for being 45, you sure handle things like an 11-year-old girl. I'm not saying let's fight. I'm not saying let's talk over each other like, happens when you talk to Chris Ryder. I'll mute myself. I'll let you talk. But let's get you up on panel. Let's talk about the whole reason that you brought me back to life, which thank you, by the way, man. Like my stats I don't even know why, dude. I don't think I'm interesting at all. And I'm sure a lot of other people will agree too, but there's something about it, man. It's very magical. But let's bring you up. Let's talk about the CPS call. Let's go over the footage on the reason why you called. And I want to know what was going through your head and how you justified this. So, but all right, guys, we've got like what now? Five down, quite a bit more to go. So let's look at this. Ooh, he did some Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey. I'm going to click on this one. Oh, that one's private too now. Oh, let's go
yeah,
back. Okay, let's
he's just
see
not
here.
lick the whole boot. I mean, can't you get the picture? He's not going to let you share his content, and yet you went all the way through this anyway, thinking that it's interesting. It's not really all that interesting, dude. But we've got to go through it because I don't want anything to be left out.
Let's see how fast you are, Terry. All right, we're gonna do a quick draw match real quick. All right, cowboy. I'm going to randomly click on one, so you better be ready, boy. All right. Shoot. Oh, it was a 15-second one. Shoot. There we go. You
could try to play, but you're never gonna.
Cowards beware's what they say when they see me. You gotta know hanging off Chris's nuts ain't easy. Cowards beware is what they say when they see me. I wish I.
Wow. Well, so he already had a song all planned out to do this. I mean, wow, he's really. I think he's obsessed with Tyrants Beware. I really do. What does this say? Lawyer Dog, what the fuck is going on, and where has the Vigilance Committee been? Yeah, I've been away for a bit, and now I'm showing some stupid ass shit right now. Which I'll probably get back to the real stuff, Lawyer Dog. So just bear with me. Just kind of going through some personal things as well as being attacked by some, I don't know, idiot that I'm showing right now. But we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming very soon. I thought I was going to make Christopher Ruff my content cow, but I don't even think I want to go there. It's just really negative shit that I really don't want to be part of. And if you look at my mission statement on my channel, we are looking for transparency and accountability within our government. This doesn't help with any of this stuff. And quite frankly, none of this backbiting and fighting within ourselves is helping affect change in our community. And calling out people whether they're right or wrong. I'm just tired of it. I really don't want to be part of it. And I'm probably going to back away from all of the channels that are doing it, including the ones that I side with. After today, that's probably what's going to happen. And I want to get back to what my goals were on this channel. So here we go.
I could see your touches, Chris is a wee down, 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 down,
618. And he was separated. Now, his separation date, this period.
Now, see, I don't even like that stuff. Where veterans are being called out, are they, stolen valor and all that kind of garbage? If they served, they served. Period. And I think when they were attacking Generally Specific, I even told Generally Specific I didn't agree with them coming after him for his service or trying to attack his service. I just didn't agree with it. And I've said that privately and publicly. So, and, to the disappointment of a lot of people that like me. So it's like, whatever. I'm my own person, and I make my own personal decisions on what I believe and what I don't believe. So you can say moo all you want, Generally Specific.
There we go.
There we go, guys.
So we kept looking into Michael Kaiser.
Okay.
And we
let's talk about
discovered
Michael Kaiser.
that Michael Kaiser,
Michael
aka
Kaiser.
Flight Wrangler,
Wrangler,
has a bit of a checkered past.
Oh,
very.
What is up with all of these?
Oh, what is up? Was that a British accent now? Man, he's got a lot of different accents, doesn't he? Baby talk, Asian, now the British accent. Is this guy real, or does he just take on different personas? Something's not quite right about this guy.
These guys in like a lisp. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Interesting. A grandfather that served in the military, and Michael has a checkered past. Now, I think checkered would be a little understatement for what we're about to see. But hey. It's your history, Michael.
There's the bond.
Ooh, look, here's some court records right here. Let's look at this. Okay, let's read, guys. All right, so okay. So I see, Terry. So you have no problem putting other people's information up on a screen with no redactions whatsoever, but you want to strike people?
Okay. So what are you doing right now, Lick the Whole Boot? What am I doing right now? Because I'm watching your stuff, so I'm looking at a document that hasn't been redacted at all. So what's the accusation here? I don't understand. I think it's all public record anyway. So,
For posting images from live streams you've participated in? The funniest thing is you've already like dug yourself. Just keep privating them. The fact that you
Oh, look who's here. Lick the Whole Boot. Did I post the video or review it, Cliff? Yeah, you reviewed it just like I'm reviewing yours. Yeah. But you didn't go through and redact anything. So, and I'm not going to either. It's all public information. So what's the big deal? Why'd you make such a big deal out of it? Moo?
you've already privated the first one and then the second one, and then you kept doubling down, you're going to get laughed off the face of the platform at this point. So, and also just so you know, I think it messes with the algorithm whenever you decide to hop from private to public, from private to public. It kind of messes with how good the video gets out there. I mean, not like yours were getting out there at all, but yeah, just heads up, bud.
20,000.
Oh God. It's like I'm telling him he's being dumb by doing this, and he just keeps doing it because he's mad, man. He is on his feelers right now. So that's okay, TB. Hey, I do have your address now. You never know. I might send you a box of Tampax. So let's see here. Oh, yeah. This definitely is fitting. Say no to drugs, guys.
Yeah. Your stuff is so interesting. So exciting. I could just shit lick.
The retention, I'm leaving.
Oh my god, the whole video is his intro. Like literally, guys, look. It's a 5-minute and 20-second long video. And his intro takes up like two minutes and 50 seconds.
That's a good question, Bob. It really is. And I'm not feeding into this. I'm answering to this one time only. And then I'm probably never going to mention it again. I'm never going to mention Generally Specific. I'm never going to mention Christopher Ruff. I'm never going to mention Lick the Whole Boot. I am not going to be part of this stupid ass drama because it takes away from affecting real change within our government. Okay. But this was an attack specifically on me. Even though he's talking about Tyrants Beware right now, he's trying to lump us together here. But I'm going to share this and I'm going to share the whole thing, and then I'm not going to say any more about it. So I'm going to go back to my original content, which is featuring people in the 1A community's body of work and promoting those channels. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. So thank you for that, though. I understand why you're saying that, and you don't have to apologize for asking the question.
Seconds of it. Like literally over half the video.
Jefferson. Scott's towing.
Whoa, dude, it looks like
Yeah,
he got beat
Scott's
up.
towing.
What happened to his face?
Kfar, you're irrelevant. Okay, so, welcome to the chat. I'm going to highlight some of your stuff here, but that's it.
91 Jefferson Street, Winchester, Kentucky. And if you even want
91.
Jefferson.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
91.
Jefferson.
It's just 91 Jefferson.
Yes.
You're right about that, Claire. And I think we're all participating in it right now. And I won't be participating in it after this live stream. So, but I am going to pretty much go as long as they did. I think they were 5.5 hours on this, and I'm pausing it. So I might be 10 hours on this thing. And you guys are welcome to come in and out. You got things to do today. I'll probably still be here when you get back. I'm probably going to make this an all-day stream. So clip it. Lick the whole boot. Lick it.
Okay. 91.
Yes, I do see all the trolls coming in here. They probably contacted me. Oh, Cliff Williams is on. Oh, Cliff Williams is on. He's sharing the video. He's gonna answer some questions of ours. And I think I have, and I think I've refuted some of the accusations so far. But we're gonna make it an all-day thing, and I'm gonna refute the things that they were saying about me, and then I'm gonna be done with it, and I'm not gonna be answering any questions about it. So there we go.
And you said that was, what was the name of that damn town again?
Winchester.
I had it wrote down. Just
Winchester, just like the firearm.
say that again.
Winchester.
You cut out, JJ. I didn't hear what you just said.
Winchester.
Oh, guys.
Oh, I apologize.
The drugs that he had.
It looks like he got hit, dude. Look at that. Oh, just had to sit and just see, guys. That's so funny. Another one. And
See, and he's playing off like he thinks it's funny, but he's really disappointed that he wasn't able to show what he wanted to show on Tyrants Beware's channel. And I think it was brilliant that Tyrants Beware took down his content so he can have his own live show. Basically, was taking away his content. He was frantic about it, but he's playing it off and laughing about it. That's what he's doing here.
And another one. Hey, Lucid, you should make a compilation video of them going down and put that song. And another one. And another one. Bam, bam, bam. Another one bites the dust. Bam.
All right, so let me see something here. I'm paying attention to the chat somewhat. Okay, you need to stop drinking so much, Lick the Whole Boot. Huh, okay. And Lick the Whole Boot responds, I was waiting for that one, Firm. So Lick the Whole Boot, do you do a lot of drinking? Do you have a drinking issue? Is there a problem there? Are you getting help for it? Do you like to make accusations that other people are drinking and doing drugs when I've never known them to drink or do any drugs? And I talked to them, used to talk to them quite a bit. Never known them to be high on something or slurring their words or anything like that. Okay. So no answer on the fact that you might have had a drinking problem in the past or that you might still have one. All right. No worries. You don't have to give up the personal information if you don't want to. It's just, asking me for mine and accusing me of giving up your personal information, which I have not. Not at all. In fact, there's people in this chat right now that said, send me everything you got on Lick the Whole Boot. I didn't answer them, but here's my answer. No, not giving you his phone number, not giving you the information that Midwest Accountability gave to me, because I don't operate that way. And you know better. You guys know better than to ask me, because I'm going to get Lick the Whole Boot's permission before I give out his phone number or any information that he sends me. Now, he read the text message that he sent me, so I read the text message out loud on here too. It was exact words. Yeah, very accusatory. And I'm going to come up on somebody's panel that can't even tell me their real name. This is Lick. And the whole reason I wanted you to have my phone number, Lick, is so that you could call me, not text me. And you waited 2 weeks to text me with accusations saying, come up on my panel. We hadn't even had a conversation yet. Why would I come up on somebody's panel who I don't even know? Especially when they're making accusatory accusations. Double. Yeah, go ahead. Make fun of it. Clip it. Why would I come up on somebody's panel like that? You're ridiculous.
Down. More than welcome to come up here.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You're a chicken shit. You won't even have a fucking phone call. You won't even talk to me on the phone before you come out with all this accusatory crap. Okay, now we're going to skip over all the Tyrants Beware stuff because I think you guys get the picture. Tyrants Beware doesn't let him share any of his own content. Now we're going to go even further here as to where he's going to focus on me now. Okay, yeah. You never gave my phone number out to anybody either. But in this stream, you guys, you're going to hear that Christopher Ruff had 3 people give him my phone number. 3. And other people can be like that if they want to be. If they don't want to ask me permission first, they don't have to. They've got my phone number. They can give it out. But the decent thing to do would be to ask first, because I might not want to receive calls from Christopher Ruff. And I believe I said that in this chat too. I don't want a call from you, Christopher. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I think you're I think you're a turncoat. I think you're working with a corrupt government official now, right along with GS and Lick the Whole Boot. That public official was in your chat too, and I believe he sent you a $20 super chat. So now you're a paid sycophant for a corrupt government official. So congratulations.
Make another video or take down my previous one. But instead of doing so, he would rather go around and use his channel to talk bad about those who don't buy his crap.
Oh, I see. Does everybody else see? See, he just showed exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to strong arm Chris and myself to get answers.
What's this? This is funny. Cliff, I pay you if you give me your number. Joking. LOL. Yeah. I don't have a problem giving my phone number out to people. I think everybody in the community is pretty much aware of that. But there's certain people I would rather not have even a phone call from. Lick the Whole Boot. If you want to call me and have a real conversation, a man-to-man conversation, I'm up for that. But I will tell you, yes, I will record because I don't trust you. You've shown that you don't deserve my trust. Okay, so I will record the conversation if you call me. I'll guarantee you that. Okay.
Oh, ha ha ha. That's funny. That's hilarious. Keep doing it, TB. You're just messing up your own stuff. Literally, dude. That's hilarious. So.
And Gregory, yes, I do know it was a joke.
I don't know how to. So let's do this. Do mods. I know you guys got this for right now. I figured this. Hold the line. Hold the line.
No, I didn't ask you to show this video. It's fair use, like you guys say. But I did tell my mods to put your link in the channel and go there and subscribe and watch your stuff. So I showed you that courtesy, even though you didn't share the same courtesy with me. And we're going to get to that too. Yeah, you don't have to share my link when you were showing my content, and you didn't ask me to show my content either. So there we go.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, GS. That's the problem. So you guys think I'm this like super smart YouTube guy, and I'm really not. I'm just another asshole on YouTube with an opinion that for some reason people like.
Lick.
Which is bewildering.
Lick. Come on, dude. I'll call you later. Make sure you answer. I don't have to fucking answer my phone to anybody if I don't want to. So just by saying that, now, I'm not answering my fucking phone for you, piece of shit. I don't take orders from you or anyone else. No one else, including people I support. I don't take marching orders from anybody. Ask the Angry Vet if I take marching orders. I don't. So, get real, dude. Get real.
Bring to me, but let's do this. Go to sense. This. Copy. Because everything's got to be 50 extra steps. Let's do this. All right. We'll get it from the right person, but. So it's great, though. It's working, guys. We're really getting into the chili ring tonight. This is a chili stream right here. You know, guys, speaking of chili.
It's only a matter of time before you relapse, Josh. It's only a matter of time.
Oh. Nah, that can't. Is that your first name, Lick? Josh? Why did you even show that little clip? What was that about? Is that a little inside information? Wasn't an order, you nut. Oh, you nut. So name calling that. Oh, I really want to answer the phone for you. You know, telling you I'm calling you later to make sure you answer. You want this conversation more than me. I'm pretty sure. No, I really don't. After what you just did, making all these stupid ass accusations about me, I really don't want to talk to you now. You had that chance 2 weeks ago when I gave Midwest Accountability my number to give to you, but you didn't call. You weren't man enough to call then, you know, and I doubt you're man enough to call now. Now, I might answer the phone for you if I see that number pop up. Honestly didn't make it a contact because I don't wish to have you in my contacts based on what you've been doing. You know, I may or may not answer the phone for you. I'll give you that. Okay. But the name calling, as soon as that happens on a phone call with me, yeah, I'll hang up on your ass. I don't have to take it. So there you go.
And that right there was compliments of GS. He made that original chili video. So all right. So let's see.
Okay, that was a chili video. So your name probably isn't Josh then. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. Either way.
See which ones are we going to do that? Because I want you to just take everything down. Good. Don't worry, we'll be back to you, man. We'll be right back to you. We'll just keep hopping back and forth. I've got all night. I can do this all night long and show how much of a little coward you are. The Vigilance Committee.
So again, I don't take orders from you, Lick. What accusations, Cliff? Read my text out loud. I don't have to do what you tell me. This is the reason I didn't come up on your panel. You know, you are making false accusations. You're saying that I'm part of this grand scheme, that I get on a Discord and we all get together and harass and stalk people. That was your accusation. Don't say you didn't say it, because we already showed it. Harass and stalk people. I'm part of a group that harasses and stalks people. So you can't take it back now. It's already out there. People heard you say it. So, you know, you're the internet's forever, my friend. You've said some things that were completely untrue. So yeah, you've been attacking me and saying false accusations, false things about me and what I'm about.
I'm surprised you haven't messaged him yet and said,
Hey, Cliff, why don't you take all your videos down too, okay? Like, just take them down for me. I mean, that's mess with like the whole boot, because he's got the better of us at this point. Okay? All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye.
Just so you know, that never happened either. I didn't get a call from Tyrants Beware that night or text saying take down your stuff too. We're not the same person. He can take down his stuff. Whatever I put out there, hey, you're welcome to it, because I don't say things I don't mean, and I don't mean to say things I don't mean. And if I do mess up and say something where I was wrong, I admit to it. Just like I was wrong about James Thurman retracting a comment. I even went into your community page and said, yep, my mistake. I was wrong. So whatever, dude. They asked him not to, and he complied. Oh, that must have been a good hit. Oh,
look, Tyrants Beware is a mod in his channel. So they're really good friends. Really good friends.
Whoa.
We are back. We're gonna have to jump right back into this.
And GS, I do see where your mind is, and I've seen where your mind is for quite a while. It's one of the reasons why I kind of moved away from you. because I believe you're a very paranoid person. You don't trust anyone. I remember you telling me that in a phone call too. I don't trust anybody ever. Um, it's I guess I'm kind of naive. Um, I want to believe that people aren't subversives, and being accused of being a subversive. No, I'm not a subversive. There's your answer. And kindly keep my name out of your mouth on every fucking stream that you do. I'm tired of it. It's you always want to paint this picture that I'm just stupid, some stupid old coot that just blindly follows somebody, and I'm this lonely person on the internet. Well, yesterday I took a break with my family. My wife, my son, my daughter-in-law, and my granddaughter were over here for Thanksgiving. Um, so I do have an outside life as well. Just because I'm older doesn't mean I don't. Um, and this accusation, there's such lonely people out there, and they've just got to spend all their time on the internet. Wait a minute, don't you do a live stream like almost every fucking day, 4 and 5 hours at a time? I've been on the internet like twice a week for the last six months with this show. Up until now, I've never done a stream more than I think one time we did a 3-hour stream. Twice a week. You're on there every fucking day. Every day. Spurging out or doing something. Fighting with somebody. I mean, you make all these quote unquote friends, and then all of a sudden you turn on them and publicly chastise them out in a very public way. So it makes me think maybe you're subversive. You make friends under false pretenses, and then you turn on them because you got paranoid and thought they were talking about you. Get real, dude. Go live your life. Quit spending every day on the internet. Oh, I'm sure you're going to jump right back in.
It's good to know you're watching, Terry. Hey, are you just chilling out? It is the night before Thanksgiving. You're probably just, standing in your kitchen.
Wait a minute. I remember GS saying, why don't you go touch grass to people? Yeah. Okay. Go touch grass, GS.
Smoking a cigarette in the double wide. Making a Mississippi mud pie, I'm sure your wife's really yelling at you, about, smelling up the house again, because she would let you do that knowingly, I'm sure. Yep, you can put active feces in our oven that we use to eat real food out of. Why not? Great idea. Oh, it's going to get you an extra view on YouTube. Why not, Terry? Let's do it.
Get into it. No, and you're right, Big Mike on it. It is a great place for many lonely people because being lonely is a thing for certain people. But when you've got somebody trying to paint that picture on me, it doesn't fit. So just stop, generally specific. Just stop. I'm not some lonely old man that has to live on the internet like yourself. You got 3 channels. So yeah, you're the one living on the internet. Must be lonely. And I'm not going to say things that you've said about me, like you probably haven't been laid in years. But
with and
you know what, guys, honestly, at this point, okay, look, I am being greedy as shit right now. Okay. Like, I am being really mean to Terry. Okay. I'm really hurting his feelings. It's really affecting him. Okay.
yes, Lick, Big Mike really does need to be in here. Sorry he has to see this too. We're showing your content. Sorry he has to see it. So yes, you should apologize.
And I'm just being super greedy to the point where I feel like I need to let some other people in on this action. So I'm going to be sending this link out to certain people who have been affected by this individual. And I really hope that they've got the ability to come up on here.
I guess no more dimes for you because I generally don't talk that way, generally specific. And I understand that could be a a word that's not used in polite society. And I apologize for using that specific word. Should have been something else. So again, admitting when I'm wrong.
If he's not there, you know, calling CPS on someone's kids, he's calling other people junkies when he has no clue. It's just because his buddy Chris Ryder told him, yeah, go ahead and make another banger video and make sure you say this if you do, because I've got to use a smaller channel to get my point across, because I got a lot of people questioning me now. You know what I mean? So
According to the record,
And again, he's was he talking about me? Because, like I said, and I even told him in his chat, I barely listen to the guy. I don't really even pay attention to what he's saying, and I think I need to, because he's saying derogatory things about me. But I don't know. The guy's, if he's not taking on another voice, his voice is just kind of monotone and boring. So here we go.
it's April 5th, 1990.
Okay, so now here he's playing the interview that for public safety had with that. Oh, I'm not even. He's dumb. He's a lawyer. He's a DUI attorney, I guess. I'm not even going to give his channel any name recognition, because I'm not showing his content. I'm showing Christopher's.
1999 was when you were arraigned. Then they moved it a couple days, probably because you were released. This is very common. Again, I'm a practicing attorney. This is
Another hit job here too, by the way, guys. Everyone in the chat when he was doing the interview with this guy were saying this was a hit job, man. The hit job, they did a hit job on you, Chris, and Chris didn't realize it at first, I don't think. And but by the next day, he knew, and he knew that
he knew by the next day, guys.
the guy
He
had
knew.
been talking to Fraud Wrangler to set all this interview stuff up. They were in cahoots with each other, giving each other super chats right after this interview. The DUI guy went into Fraud Wrangler's chat and started sending Fraud Wrangler money in super chats, all kinds of good stuff. And if you guys were watching for public safety's content, you know that's what happened. We all saw it. Christopher Ruff, he didn't pay any attention. He doesn't know what's really going on. And neither does Lick the Whole Boot. Did everybody just hear what we were talking about there? So the DUI guy and Fraud Wrangler and probably Dummy Kruger all conspired to how do we do this? How do we set this interview up so it goes against for public safety? For public safety, genuinely went into that interview thinking that this guy was going to help expose his story, and it was a complete and total hit job. And they even talked about things that they agreed that they wouldn't talk about, and it took Chris by surprise, because he didn't want to talk about an open case, and that's all the DUI guy did, was talk about his open case. Hit job. But Lick the Whole Boot, you wouldn't know or understand that because you weren't paying attention to his content. You don't know what Fraud Wrangler's been doing to him over the last 18 months. You haven't seen the false documents and the fake shit that Fraud Wrangler's been putting up on his channel. No, instead, you want to take Dummy Kruger and Fraud Wrangler and all the troll channels and just suck up whatever they've been putting out. You and Christopher Ruff, just suck up what they've been putting out. Same way with Generally Specific. He's been just sucking up what they've been putting out. And none of you have any clue or idea of what's really been going on because you haven't paid attention. And like I said, Christopher Ruff, you think I'm in Arizona because you see a 602 area code. So area codes, you can keep your phone number forever. It doesn't mean that you live in that area code. Lick. So even if I did give out your phone number, and I'm not even going to say the city because that's already on your channel. I don't need to say it here. I don't want to dox you, but anybody can figure out that you might not even live there. You might have an old phone number that you kept and you live completely somewhere else. So this false accusation of I'm doxing you, get a fucking life, dude. Get real. Think about it. Think if you have a brain. I think he does now, but he's already all in, like he claims we are for public safety. We already know the truth, but we've been locked in with for public safety for so long that we don't want to admit that we've been wrong all this time. Well, yeah, no, that's not it. You're wrong, Christopher Ruff. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Oh, right. This is coming from the guy who uses fake lawyers for legal services.
All right, so he's just made an accusation. I just said something, and he said, this is coming from a guy who uses fake lawyers. Lick the whole boot. Do you have some evidence of that? That I've used fake lawyers? Where's your evidence, dude? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that this is a guy that uses fake lawyers? Disingenuous. Stupid motherfucker.
And just believes he's a lawyer, probably doesn't ask for any type of like verification, because that's the
Yeah, like I've had conversations with this fake lawyer, you say, that's a fake lawyer. Just because there's certain channels that I support doesn't mean that what you think it means. It's just silly. Absolutely silly. You're an idiot.
common theme with these folks. Tyrants Beware, Chris Ryder, The Angry Vet.
So it's all common. Just because we support each other's channels, we're all part of the same. What are you trying to say here, dude? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it, you guys. It's weird. It's just weird.
Cliff Williams. They just take people at their word. They don't do anything to verify. It's just like what Tav.
Sometimes I do take people at their word. So, like I said, I'm a little naive sometimes. I don't check into everything until it's time to check into things. So yeah, I might be checking into some things now because I don't want to support somebody that's doing something wrong. I don't. And so there's questions. I'm going to have questions. And there's nothing wrong with having questions, just like Generally Specific says. You know, but I'm not going to dig for dirt like Generally Specific does. Just digging for dirt just to dig. There's a difference between having questions to get answers on and having questions because you want to come up with every little thing to try to dig up some dirt. Like, oh, there was a call one time where he called me up and he was showing me a video in the StreamYards, and he paused it right at this right time where because Christopher Ryder was getting ready to be arrested by a Indiana State Trooper, and in the back seat there's these big boxes back there. And he's like, paused, and he says, "Look closely in the back seat. What is that? Is that like a big screen TV? Is that where he's spending all this money that he's getting?" Ooh. It so happened I had talked to Tiffany when Christopher went to jail because, hey, I was worried. He got arrested. She's home alone. There's been all kinds of these different threats out there, all these troll channels and people threatening them. So I called her and she said, yeah, I'm putting together this filing cabinet that we got at the store. It cost me $20. And that's what that big box in the back seat was. And I told Generally Specific that, yeah, that's a $20 filing cabinet. It's not a big screen TV. They're not spending their money on luxury items. It's a $20 filing cabinet because they needed another filing cabinet for all of their paperwork. He didn't choose to want to believe that. He chose not to believe that because he wanted to dig up dirt on Chris and Tiffany. So that's another reason. I mean, it's fine to have questions, but when you're just asking questions just to dig up some sort of dirt because you're looking for the dirt, something not right about that. Something definitely not right about that.
I wanted you to do with scars. Yeah, go ahead and donate. You know, I asked him in the interview, which I will be posting soon, guys.
Oh, and I've asked people, hey, donate to Scars. Here's what I've heard about Scars. And I'm a veteran. Scars is supposed to help veterans. It's about veterans issues primarily. And it's also helping people that get their rights violated, their constitutional rights violated. That's the whole premise of Scars, nonprofit organization that's supposed to help those people. Why wouldn't I say, hey, sounds like a good cause to me, donate, people? And I donated. So did I get caught up in a grift? I don't know. I don't think so. I think, having conversations with the angry vet, I think the man is genuine. I think he truly does want to help veterans, and I think he truly does want to help people that are that have had their constitutional rights violated. But you go ahead and dig, Lick, dig, Christopher Ruff, dig, do whatever you want. I choose to believe that there's good causes out there. But if you do dig up something that proves that it's that it's bad, and Dummy Kruger didn't do it for me. I didn't see evidence, clear-cut evidence that it's not a legitimate nonprofit organization. So I won't be, and I'm not going to dig for it. You keep digging. If you find something, hey, then I'll disavow. But till that happens, go fuck yourself.
As the interview I did with Tav, I asked him if I donated, if he would make sure that I got a receipt back. It was highlighted in Dummy Kruger's video. Dummy Kruger actually did the footwork and made a donation and did not get one. Once again, it's like they learned this from the upper echelon people. I don't know much about Six Oaks Farms, but this is nothing new, guys. Like, if you guys think that Six Oaks Farms, like, this is the first person who's decided to try to go the route that Six Oaks Farms went, he's not the first. He also will not be the last either. You're going to always have Chili DeCastros in this world.
Wrong. Okay, so what is he saying about Chili? I mean, I've heard a lot of rumors that he's not such a great person, that he requires these contracts when he's helping people. I've heard all the same rumors that everybody else has heard. But I've also, I also know that he exposes a lot of things for a lot of people with 600,000 subscribers. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys a story. You remember the night that he got his channel shut down because of corn, so to speak? There was like 8 minutes of it, from what I heard. Somebody said they watched it for 8 minutes. I can't believe that YouTube didn't take it down a lot sooner than that. But I actually saw some of it too, and I got the hell out of there real quick because it was disgusting. But the day before that happened, I will tell you, I was in direct communication with Chili. Ooh, even the angry vet's probably going, "What? How dare you?" We were texting back and forth, and I asked him, and he called me, and he recorded the call. I'm sure he has it. I didn't record it, and I told him I'm not going to record it because maybe I shouldn't trust him from everything that I've heard, but he hasn't done me wrong yet. Okay. And I asked him, because no other big channels, huge channels, would pick up this story. So I asked him if he would share Matthew Reardon's story, aka Lafayette County Audits. Because for the last 26 months, I've been in direct communication with Matthew Reardon from jail or prison, and I've witnessed all of the shenanigans that the state of Mississippi and the state of Texas, Galveston, to be specific, have done to Lafayette County Audits. This is an auditor, investigative journalist, actually, who has been exposing government corruption for years now. And he has been targeted for years now. And he's actually in a Mississippi State prison right now. He shouldn't be. He never should have been charged with the DWI in Galveston, Texas. He never should have been charged with stalking because all of this is going to come out. And I sent him, he said, send me some links and I'll put a story together. Okay. So I sent him some links to kind of tell Matthew's story from the beginning all the way through to where he's at now. And he said, "Oh, don't send me more than 10 hours because I won't have time to go through, I'll go through 10 hours of video, right? So we picked the right videos that we thought would tell the story the best, sent it to him, and the next day his channel got shut down. Now, is that coincidence? Or could that be the government hacking into his channel and getting it shut down? I know that there's rumors that his assistant might have done this or done that, but it's pretty coincidental. The day I talked to him, the very next day, his channel gets shut down. So if you don't think that there's some bad actors out there within the government that are doing really shady shit, you got another thing coming. And lick the whole boot. You might want to do a little more investigating because, and you two generally specific and Christopher Ruff, because you might be working with one of those government actors. Why? Why is that the common denominator of you people? JJ Scarborough. Why is that the common denominator? Why has he inserted himself into Chris and Tiffany's family? Why has he inserted himself into a custody case? Why is he on the internet every single night? Could it be desperation? He knows he's corrupt and he's trying to cover it up. And he's using you. I've heard GS say this before. Useful idiots. Useful idiots. Have you guys ever heard that term?
Kentucky. So for me, this is very, very easy in the sense of I have personal experience with exactly that. Client gets out of jail, then they don't have a court date, immediately then and there. They will push it back for a couple of days.
And Chili, if you do see this, I'm sorry I talked about our conversation. But people need to know these things are happening. And I don't know if some corrupt official from the state of Mississippi got your channel shut down. It's just speculation. That's why I haven't even contacted you about it. It's all speculation. I don't know. But it's pretty convenient that your channel got shut down when you agreed to do a story that is probably a huge story that people just don't know about because no huge channels have put the story out. Now, we did get help from a lot of people. Harvey Freebird, Good Citizen News, and I don't even like Good Citizen News, but he did try to help. News Now Ninja, Firm Audits. Carolina even did an interview with me. So that would be DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. So all of those channels tried to help. Even Rogue Nation, I believe, did a video on it, on the story. So there's a lot of people that have tried to help, either with crowdfunding or getting the news out there. But really, 600,000 subscribers would have been very helpful. And it still might be. I don't know if Chili's still willing to do the story or not, but he does have the links, and hopefully he's going to put the story together. And since he did get his channel back because he was able to prove that he was actually hacked. Hey, think about that, guys. He was actually hacked. That could happen to all of us, right? And if it's government officials that are doing it, something not quite right about that.
I just wish you would just come up on
Oh, for public safety's in the chat, talking with Toe. Good to see you. Well, Rest of the Moon still here. Um, now I know that you guys have had issues with each other, and I've already said I don't agree. I like Rats with to the Moon. She's never been nothing but nice to me. So there you have it. I said it in front of for public safety because he's in the chat too. So just because you guys don't like each other doesn't mean I can't support who I'm going to support either. So
Channel, Mr. Beware. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're talking a lot of smack from the chat, but you know, do I have to get Ryder up here to like lure you in, like Scooby snack your ass up or something? I mean,
like Tyrants Beware could be Snoopy stacked. Well, that's a private conversation too. But they don't talk to each other as much as you would think. Lick. And I don't believe he's a sycophant. I don't believe he believes every word that Christopher Ryder talks about. And I don't have to agree with everything that Chris does for public safety to support him, which I do. And I don't have to tell you what my disagreements with him are. It's none of your fucking business. So there you have it.
So the arraignment in this case was originally scheduled for April 5th, 1999, and then it was rescheduled for April 7th, 1999. So it's still the arraignment.
So April 7th was his arraignment date for the assault charge only.
No, you're right. Miscellaneous. Welcome to the channel. This is like Oprah for grown men. You're right. It is. And that's why this is one and only time that I'm going to be sharing content like this. Then I'm going to get back to what my channel's about. Okay. Okay. If people are calling each other names, so let's kind of tone that down. Just asking for a friend. Myself.
Remember.
Oh, be quiet. Dummy's talking. Dummy Kruger. Dummy. He is a dummy.
he is a dummy, even though he makes a bunch of videos that hand us our asses, but he is a big dummy.
He knows how to twist and turn things to make it look.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, he is a dummy. But when it comes to twisting and turning the narrative, very good at it. Got to give him kudos for that. But he's still a fucking liar. And he twists and turns things to do his own narrative against for public safety. And anybody that's been following for public safety's channel for any amount of time, 18 months, got to be following it. Everything. Watch every word, every video, every live stream. Watch it all. You'll already know that Dummy Kruger is a fucking idiot that likes to twist and turn things to go against for public safety and doesn't give him any air at all. And we know that. So you don't, because you haven't been studying this. You haven't been watching for 18 months. Lick the whole boot. Christopher Ruff, generally specific. You haven't paid attention to what's really going on here. We have.
Go. So now he just knows how to twist and turn things.
He does.
So now I'll tell you what, guys. Terry is going to be mad in the morning when he realizes that I saw him put everything back up a long time.
So you notice how he mainly wants to talk about Terry. He doesn't even want to share my content because he feels like Tyrants Beware is an easier target for him. So I wonder why that is. Probably because there's not much on my channel. He only showed 2 videos on my channel. And just so happens they're the only 2 videos where I'm off my normal topic. And there's only 2 videos of that where I'm off my normal, what my channel's about. Sharing the content of other people that are constitutional advocates. And now this is the third video that'll be on here. There's only going to be 3 videos like this on my channel. And if you go to my channel and look at the main thing, how many videos have I put out, guys? Can somebody find that for me and put it in the chat? How many videos have I put out? And this is going to be the third one that's off the normal topic of what I share on this channel, and what my partner and I shared on this channel when I had a partner. And by the way, Lick the Whole Boot, you were talking about one of these 3 videos, and you said that I was highlighting negative things about AFA. It wasn't me. It was my partner, Nikki, who you said you didn't know who that was. Good investigation skills, brother. She was highlighting the stuff. So then you called me a liar, said I was highlighting all the negative stuff about AFA and saying I love AFA's work at the same time, like I was being disingenuous. Oh, by the way, you said it's really coincidental that your channel gets spammed right after I say I'm leaving your chat or you kick me out of your chat. It immediately gets spammed by these sycophants, where they say NI and then the rest of it going down the stream, or FA going down the stream. Not me. I wouldn't even know how to do that stuff. And I think anybody that knows me that's visited my channel knows, and that's why I've normally had to have a partner to help me with the typing and the technology. And GS even knows that I am not tech savvy. I'm an old guy. So I wouldn't even know how to create a SOC account and just spam somebody's chat. But it's pretty coincidental. Maybe you were doing it yourself and trying to make me out to look like some sort of spammer. Is that what you were doing, Lick? I'm not seeing you in the chat. Can you answer to that? Huh? Where'd you go? Can't answer to it, can you? Chicken shit. Just like I said you were.
Before he ever mentioned, or sorry, before I mentioned it on the stream and he took it back down. And he's going to get really mad when he finds out that I went back to my video downloading software.
Tinfoil hat, generally specific? Is that what you're saying? Tinfoil hat? That's exactly what he said about me. That I spammed his chat after I left. It's on his videos. Go look at it. He was trying to accuse me of being some sort of a spammer, and like you do, subversive. I wouldn't know how to do it. I'm not that kind of person. You already know this, and yet here you are, Cliff, with the tinfoil hat. It's not a tinfoil hat. There's evidence on his channel that he accused me of spamming his chat with some sick shit that I would never say those words in the first place. You know that. So you're being pretty disingenuous. What do you say about that? What do you say about that, generally specific? Go ahead. Oh, nothing to say? Not going to answer to it at all? Oh, maybe you weren't listening. Maybe you're not hearing correctly. You're so fucking disingenuous.
Software app, and I brought back up that notification where it asked me if I wanted to just download everything on his channel. And as soon as I saw everything was up, I hit that button. So just so you know, Terry, I just Pokemon balled your whole damn channel, at least all the videos. I don't think it got the live streams, which is fine. I probably would have ran out of memory because of how long they are. But yeah, you're going to be mad when you figure that out here soon too.
Look a certain way. I think everybody caught on to that kind of garbage too, except for, Christopher Ruff.
Remember, the DV hearing isn't scheduled until the 14th. And what happened next is where it got really interesting for Larry and me. I've always been of the mind.
Gotcha. Catch 'em all, taints beware. See, he can't. I mean, he's so much of a shithead. He can't even say the names of people's channels, just like he addresses me in here. Cliff, you seem to be the kind of guy that buys Depends adult diapers. Uh-huh. That's a good argument. Wow. So that's your argument of the accusation that I just made, that he tried to paint me as somebody that's a subversive that will spam his chat after I leave with really disgusting words. He actually said it on his channel. You're not answering to that. And here you are saying, Cliff seems like the kind of guy that buys Depends adult diapers. Well, I might get there someday, but I'm not there yet. Okay. And you might get there someday too. So just keep that in mind when you kind of say things like that. Very Christian of you too, by the way. Ah, good comeback, Daisy May. Good comeback. Oh, here's your argument. If the boot fits, Cliff, you should lick it. Wow, that's very intelligent. IQ 178. Yeah, from what I heard, you're very intelligent. Okay, I can see where you're coming from. So I see your true colors. You know, Dove, he showed the real person that he is. Dove, no, I'm not going to go there with you. You're being misled. And I believe Rats to the Moon is being misled too by Generally Specific. But she can support who she wants to, and I'm not going to try to dissuade her from supporting GS. I mean, people will figure out things on their own, just like GS says. You know, the truth shall set you free at some point. And I notice you still use the same lines in every stream. You got to mention your military service in every stream. Just the same stuff. Saying the same scriptures in every stream. It's weird. You're just weird.
Mindset when dealing with Chris. If you let him talk enough, he will eventually F himself over. And of course, he's done just that.
All right, so look, I'm going to bring this up.
And I do believe that you do your own research too, Rats. Okay, and you come to your own conclusions on things. I do believe that. You're a very smart lady. So. And Wingspan Angel says, I think so also. Let's talk about your military service, Cliff. Odd. I don't think I've ever heard you quote one single scripture. Enlighten me, Cliff. Yeah, I don't pretend that I know all the scriptures, and I don't use them on this platform. Doesn't mean I'm not a Christian. But you don't tell me what to talk about on my channel either. I will tell you this, and I'll tell everybody else this. I'm not proud of my military service. I got out early. It was a general discharge under honorable conditions, and there's not much more to be said about it. So there you go. Go ahead, talk about it. Generally Specific. Jeez. Come after me. Ask for my DD-214 like the F3 crowd does. You want to be that person? Huh? Go ahead. Jesus. Here we go.
Just because, like, look, I feel like people can recognize their own voice, right? You know, like it's like a triggering thing, right? Because everyone hates their voice when they listen to it back. Same here with me, trust me. But Christopher Ruff's notification, that's like, imagine that. You know,
So I'm a closet Christian? Roger. Oh, that's what I said. I'm a closet Christian. Are you putting words in my mouth like you've done in the past, GS? I just said I'm a Christian. This is a public forum. Am I in the closet? I don't have to spew it every time I talk. It's weird. And people practice their own way of worshiping Christ. They don't have to do it the way you do it. You know, just because you do it doesn't mean I have to do it your way. Is that what you're trying to say? I should do it your way. I should every stream say the same scriptures over and over and over again in every stream. That sounds like a cult to me. Weird.
I asked him if that was me, and he said, no, it's not you. It's like a preset thing. But dude, I swear, like it gives me that little trigger where I think it's a recording of me, quite literally, because I thought I said something like that on one of his last live streams. Like, yeah, well, imagine that, right? Imagine that.
During his interview with Larry, Chris made reference to
So the difference is generally specific. You're not a closet Christian. You're out there spouting how much of a Christian you are. And yet you're really doing non-Christian like things to me. Just my opinion, but I'm right. There we go.
a second court video that took place on April 7th that I wasn't aware of until he released it a few days ago. He claims that I was aware of this video, but of course, most of us know that Chris is a liar. He claimed that this newly surfaced video.
Most of us know that Chris is a liar. We're just going to throw that out there. What? Because we can, Lick? I just, Lick is a liar without any evidence of. Everyone knows. I mean, and people eat this shit up, right? Because it's drama. Because if they can believe something negative about somebody else, ooh, I'm into it. It's sickening.
All right, here we go. So since Tyrants Beware took everything down to private it, so, you know, we can't show him for the asshole he is, we've got this over here. Well, Cliff, what do you expect? The drugs have probably fried his brain so badly he can't think straight. Still not an excuse for him. Well, what's your excuse, TV, man? Like, what?
So, did he just infer that this old man does drugs? Did I hear that wrong? Put a 1 in the chat if I heard that wrong. Put a 2 if he insinuated that I do a lot of drugs and my brain's kind of fried. Did I hear that wrong? Let me back it up. I'll just back it up and replay it. I want to know, is he accusing me of being somebody that's on drugs?
Now, I'll tell you what, guys. Terry is going to be mad in the morning when he realizes that I saw him put everything back up a long time before he ever mentioned, or sorry, before I mentioned it on the stream and he took it back down. And he's going to get really mad when he finds out that I went back to my video downloading software app and I brought back up that notification where it asked me if I wanted to just download everything on his channel. And as soon as I saw everything was up, I hit that button. So just so you know, Terry, I just Pokemon balled your whole damn channel, at least all the videos. I don't think it got the live streams, you know, which is fine. I probably would have ran.
Wow, did I back up way too far? Let me come forward in here a little bit again.
So as a kid, I was a big, big fan of The Masked Magician. Now, for those of you who do not, so as a kid, I was a big, big fan of The Masked Magician. Now, for those.
Because some bail was posted for him that he didn't know anything about. I mean, this was 26 years ago, so he might not even remember. And he tried to go get his stuff. And in the meantime, she's pressing charges on some BS. We already know Christopher Ruff, the marijuana charge. She was even on your show, Georgette, the old girlfriend, stating that Christopher didn't have anything to do with the joint. It was you and her and her brother. But you conveniently took that video down, didn't you? Okay, why did they take that video down where she says that Chris Ryder wasn't even there, never got even a citation for a joint, and yet all these years later, they're saying he was on probation for that citation, and she says it was her and her brother. FPS said it was probably her and her boyfriend at the time, who married her later, who was the one that got beat up by Christopher Ryder a year later. But I mean, let's go back to the joint accusation, him getting arrested at post 4 on a warrant for violation of probation because he got a citation and was found guilty and had 2 years probation on this bogus joint. And she says he never even got a citation. Wow. And she admitted it was her and her brother. Maybe she got that wrong. Maybe she didn't realize it was her and her boyfriend at the time that got those citations and had to go through probation. Maybe she didn't know that her boyfriend used Christopher Ryder's name. Who knows? Or identification. It's plausible. It's plausible. And we all know that they dismissed the case because they didn't have any evidence that he was ever even on probation for that joint, which is where all this stuff stems from. Wow. I mean, you guys are unreal. Yeah. And then on the 4th, like in here, you're going to hear Chris Ryder say, hey, on the 4th, you'll see I have court on the 4th for this Hardin County joint case.
You know, guys, I just thought about this. So you know what I'm gonna do for you, TB? Just to
And you notice how they're not even talking about the fact that that Hardin County case has been dismissed and it's done. Generally specific. Why don't you talk about that? Christopher Ruff, Lick, the whole boot. Why aren't you guys talking about that? It's been dismissed. It's completely gone. It's over.
to help you out, because once again, the reason why I've now Pokemon balled your whole channel is because you don't think things through. Okay, you get all scared like a
You don't think things through. Projection much?
frightened animal, and you just start running. You don't think about where you're gonna run to or what you've got to move around as an obstacle. The legs just start running because the heart starts beating and the blood starts flowing. Okay, so as a kid, I was a big fan of The Masked Magician. Now, for those of you who do not know who The Masked Magician is he was a very big magician. And at the end of his career, he decided to make a killing off of
Oh, wow. Story time with Lick the Boot. It's all story time. He's going to tell some stories. Probably doesn't even relate to anything even remotely close to what's really going on here. But I guess we got to muddle through it to get to the good stuff.
making a set of tapes where he shows how the tricks are actually pulled off behind the scenes. And then at the end of the series, he pulls this mask off and he's this like Italian or Mexican guy from what I remember. Could be wrong about that. But that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to explain to you how I pulled off the Pokeball snatch. Okay, Tyrants beware. So when you private all of your videos, but you...
Oh, that's the point of this story. He's all butthurt that he privatized all of his videos when he was trying to do them for this live. Okay, all right. So he's a crybaby. Got it.
You have somebody tagged in those videos, you know, the same people that you say you're not tagging and you're not harassing and you're not talking to, this or that. It takes the video down, but guess what happens when you put it public again? It sends a notification out to the person that you tagged in the video to let them know that they were mentioned in a video. So as I'm sitting here streaming, I'm looking through my phone and I've got some YouTube notifications. And I'm like, oh, what would you know? It says that I was mentioned in a post. Like he just took everything down. And then I looked and I'm like, oh.
Wow, sorry guys. I'm way behind in the chat here. It was stuck and I was like, why isn't anybody chatting? And it's like, oh my Lord, I didn't scroll down to the bottom so I could see everything. Let me see here. Anything? Yeah, I know. I know that. We've seen all of your criminal record, and you're right. There is no DV on your record. But yet they still make these accusations. Stop beating women. Stop beating women, Christopher Ryder. Stop beating women. Stop beating women. Stop beating women. You know, when you hear that over and over and over from all these troll channels, people start to believe, oh, he beats women. They believe it because it's said so often. That's what we're talking about here. People are just repeating lies that have been said for months. For months. Catch up, lick the whole boot. Catch up, Christopher Ruff. None of this stuff is new that you're presenting. It's not. You're presenting the same fucking lies that all of these troll channels have been presenting for months and months and months. So you think you're, oh, this is all breaking news. It's all stupid shit. And it is. I thought Rogue's birthday was. No. Oh, wait a minute. It is. Wait a minute. What is the date today? I got to call my daughter because she has a birthday today too. My oldest daughter. That's right. I remember now that you guys share a birthday. So happy birthday, Rogue. And I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving with your family. I did too. Alright. Yeah, everybody's saying happy birthday, Rogue. Good. Talk about a stand-up guy. I've never known him to lie about anything. And it's unfortunate that these two, Christopher Ruff, I don't want to say auditing Erie County. He's backed out. He's backed off of this stuff. He's not part of this carrying on with this stuff. Christopher Ruff is doing it though. So I'm not going to say anything disparaging about auditing Erie County. I love his work. I think he's a great auditor. And I don't care about his past. I really don't. And I've never known Rogue Nation to lie about anything ever, publicly or privately. And we've had phone conversations. I love the guy. You know, I try not to bother him too much. Hey, Rogue, will you play this video? Hey, Rogue, will you do this? He always does every time I ask. But I don't take advantage of it too much. I don't think, Rogue. I think, you know, it's sparingly when I ask you to put out something, but you're always willing to do it. That's a team player, guys. He's always willing to help, and I've always appreciated him for that.
That's why, because it's the same video. He put all of it back up. So, good job there, bud.
And it turns out it was dismissed because they didn't have any evidence that was even his case. Georgette even told you it wasn't his case, but you chose to, I don't know, hide that maybe? I think you did.
Forget about all of the paperwork proving he spent only 1 day in jail. We have actual video of him saying it.
You said his services, your lawyer on this assault charge. All right, court accept your guilty plea and the recommendation 6 months, Your Honor.
And that was on an assault charge, not a domestic violence charge. Assault charge. You just heard the judge say it. That you guys, the main.
I'll tell you what, man. Dum needs some gum, Cliff.
Oh, sure. Yeah, cut me off while I'm saying something, right? Because you don't want it to be heard. But see, now we're on my channel. So, yeah, it's going to be heard on my channel. It was an assault that he pled guilty to, not a domestic violence. Jeez, get it straight, Lick.
Okay. Once again, this is also the same guy who said that the assault charge stems from fighting the guy when he caught him with Georgette in person. But then later reneges the story to say that he caught her on the phone.
Caught her on the phone. I don't remember for public safety ever saying he caught her on the phone. What? It's never been on a video, as far as I know, that he caught her on the phone and there was nobody else there, and so he decided to beat her up for being on the phone with her boyfriend. Does that even make any sense, guys? I don't know. And I'm not going to ask for public safety to answer any of these questions. He can answer whatever he wants in his own time, how he wants. But yeah, lowest level assault. I'll highlight that. It was the lowest level assault the state has as well. Okay. And I know they were trying to make it sound like it was a bigger assault than it was, like you used a weapon or whatever. And I don't even think the paperwork backs that up, and I don't think they've ever shown any paperwork that backs anything like that up on the charges that you pled guilty for. So here we go.
So let me ask you this, Cliff, since you're so smart. If the
Yeah.
story is now that he agrees that he caught her on the phone,
If the story, okay, I never heard the story, so how could I answer that question? It's the narrative of your question that you're bringing up, and you're expecting an answer to that I don't even. I've never heard of the phone thing, so you're an idiot. You've never heard of a phone thing either, because it's never been said. You're projecting something that's never. Where'd you hear that, Lick? Where's your real investigative skills? Did you hear that from Christopher Ruff? Did you hear that from Billy? I mean, where did you hear this stuff? Because it's. And why would I answer a question where the premise of the question is idiotic?
then who else would have been there? Like, why would she be on the phone with somebody who's there present? And if there was an assault and there wasn't anybody else there but him and Georgette, then who would the assault probably be on? It would have to either be on him.
Well, there's somebody that recognizes the way I communicate, and I thank you for that. Not always a solid way of communicating all this stuff to the simpleton, and that you appreciate me. I'm not always as articulate as I'd like to be, but I do say things in layman's terms. And I do analyze things and break it down for people so that they can understand what the hell is happening here, because half the time I can't figure out what's happening here either. So that's why I'm doing this. I mean, we're an hour and 50 minutes into this 5.5 hour video. And I've been pausing quite a bit to try to answer to some of the stupid bullshit that's being talked about in this video. And we're not even close to being part of getting to the real meat of the stuff, where Generally Specific comes up on their panel, and so does Christopher Ruff, after they invited me up there. And they were trying to entice me to get up on that panel. They were even telling me, hey, we'll teach you how to get monetized. So they're offering me all kinds of bribes to go up on their channel and disavow what I believe in. I don't think they understand who they're dealing with. I don't think they get it.
Him or beyond Georgette, or beyond Georgette's child that he scared half to death. And now, even as a full-grown 30-some-year-old woman, she still remembers that time.
Main thing that all of these troll channels and now direct Christopher Ryder is on this kick is that, Chris Ryder, you're a woman beater. You're a woman beater, and Tiffany needs to take care of her kids and pay her child support. Well, and that's all they've been saying for the last 18 months, as well as a lot of other accusations. So for public safety, it says, show me a phone being mentioned in any documents of the assault charge. The phone accusing stuff is made in her alleging that I later violated the restraining order. Oh, so she alleged. Okay, I see that. All right. So they don't know how to get a story straight, do they? They don't know how to get it straight. All right, Rogue Nation says, lick the boot is a failed auditor. Vegas Vips. He ain't smart as you can see by his auditing videos. Just ignore him. And I will after today. He will be completely ignored after today because he's just an idiot. So I'm going to expose him for his idiocy today. And then I'm never talking about him again because I don't want to promote his channel. Okay. So this is a today one time only. Actually, I'm going to get through this entire 5.5 hours. So I'm probably not going to put it all. How long have we been on here today? Oh my God, 3 hours, over 3 hours. And I'm not even half, I'm a quarter of the way through this. So yeah, we're going to have to talk about this a little more. I'll probably go live again tomorrow and we will continue this. Okay. We'll continue it. So to be continued tomorrow, everybody put it in the chat what time you think I should go live tomorrow to continue this, because we will. We'll go ahead and continue it. But I was wearing my jacket when we first started, and I'm sweating to death, and I haven't gone outside for 3 hours. And as you all know, I'm also a smoker. So I want to get out of here, and I don't want to play this video without interruption. So 4:20, Jesus Christ says, 10 a.m. Dave's channel says, 10 a.m. sounds like a good time for me. It'd be noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific tomorrow. So I got another 10 a.m. Central time, so that would be 9 o'clock my time. Anyone else? Any other people willing to come back and continue this tomorrow? And if so, what time is a good time for y'all? Come on, I need some more. I got 2 10 a.m.s, but one didn't specify the time zone. All right, if you're not all going to pick a time, I'm just going to randomly pick a time tomorrow. Daytime, yeah, it'll be daytime for sure. 11 a.m. Eastern, so 10 a.m. Central. That would be 9 o'clock Mountain, which is my time zone. Ooh, another hint for DirectD. I'm in the Mountain time zone. I think I already told you what state I'm located in, DirectD. So do your investigation. Do your best. Expose me. Now, 9 a.m. Eastern is a little too early for some folks. I'm up at 4 anyway, but I got to make sure I'm wide awake and have had plenty of coffee, Wyatt Earp. So 9 a.m., 7 o'clock in the morning, my time would be 6 o'clock Pacific time. And I do want to give Christopher Ruff a chance to come into the stream. And I know that he's probably still sleeping right now. Even it's way too early for him right now because he stays up till like 4 o'clock in the morning doing his thing for public safety every night, late at night, where not a lot of people see it. But we're going to share that. I'm going to share that too. I got one of his members only. It's in members only now. One of his big digs on where he had an argument with me in his own chat. You know, he invites me up on his panel, says, we got to get together. Send me an email and I'll get you up on my panel and we'll let you embarrass yourself on my panel. Wow. Boy, that sounds so sweet that I can go up on your panel and embarrass myself. Because of course, I go up on your panel, just like what you did to Christopher Ryder. You're going to mute me every time I try to talk, or you're going to talk over me, or you're going to throw me backstage, bring me up when you want to, and dance around a little bit and say, and try to make me look like an idiot. Oh, that's so inviting. I really want to go up on your panel. And then when I, don't go up on your panel and I just say shit in your chat and argue with you in your chat, then you tell me I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. But why did you answer everything I was saying in your own chat if I'm that irrelevant? And then when I say that, you just block me from your channel. So I hope people can see through his bullshit, and I'm gonna share that out. But until then, I'm gonna go ahead and play this outro to you guys. This is an outro where when we do our normal things on this channel, and feel free to go through my videos, because most of them are not content like this at all. You might be bored. But that's my true calling, is to help this community, constitutional advocates, fight against corruption within our government. And these channels are taken away from that. They're even asking the question, "What's the Vigilance Committee all about? You say you're about all this and that and that." They haven't even gone and looked at any one of my videos. I'll guarantee you they haven't, except for the 3 now that they want to show you. They don't want to show you the other stuff. So keep that in mind, folks. I'll be on at 10 o'clock Mountain Time tomorrow. Okay, and we'll continue this crazy shit on here. And, they're coming up with new content today, but I'm just going to focus on this one because it is primarily about me and Tyrants Beware, and the accusations of Angry Vet and Six Oaks Farms and things like that. So, and for public safety, of course. So it's all in there. All the drama you want is right in here in this 5.5-hour stream that we've covered 1 hour and 50 minutes and 40 seconds of. So here comes the outro. We'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to come in. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. I would sure appreciate it. And my new channel is at Vigilante1864 ? That'll help you find it. And watch the 3 videos I have up there by auditing. I would appreciate it. Please leave a comment in there too. Thank you.
In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light. We'll stand and fight for the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light. We'll stand and fight for the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. In the quiet of the night, we'll keep the watch, we'll hold on tight. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll stand tall. Together we'll rise, together we'll fall. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over this sacred land.